Vaduna Stadium at Union High School plays host tonight to a District 9 Class A semifinal. It's the Falcon Knights, Union, AC Valley, taking on the Hubbers of Smethport. A spot in next weekend's District 9 championship game is on the line. Hello, everybody. Great to have you along tonight. We're so glad you joined us here on Explore Clarion's YouTube channel. Make sure you pass it along to anybody that you know all across District 9 that this game is being broadcast on our YouTube channel. Let them know. You can put it on that television, put it on the big screen, your iPad, your phone, whatever you want to watch it on. You can have us broadcasting this game tonight, Union AC Valley and Smethport this evening. My name is Dustin Kifer. The coach, Larry Weiser, is with me. And for folks in, well, really across all of District 9, I was going to say just Clarion County, but all of District 9, I say that name, and you shouldn't be a stranger to anybody here. But, Coach, really appreciate you joining us tonight and being a part of the broadcast.
I appreciate coming to watch this game, and I want to take a moment and congratulate both communities. It's an outstanding accomplishment to get to this point especially in District 9 Class A, and I know I have my personal struggles ever getting here, so I want to congratulate both teams and their communities and schools for getting this point.
Of course, Coach Weiser, the longtime head coach at Clarion area of the Bobcats, and more recently with the merger of the teams, the Central Clarion Wildcats there, but enjoying his retirement. But we're not going to let him retire. That's the problem. Once you get into this retirement thing, it's time to get back into the swing of things, and so we're happy to have you along here. Welcome you inside the Kerle Tire pregame show. Kerle Tire along the Greenville Pike in Clarion. This is Kerle Tire High School football, playoff football tonight in the District 9 Class A semifinals. And when we come back on the Kerle Tire pregame show, Larry, we're going to take it inside the game, talk a little bit about this one, exactly what we're expecting to see happen, how we see this one playing out, some of the key players to watch in this game tonight. Also take it around District 9 tonight so that everybody can know what's going on across the District 9 playoff brackets. A lot of games going on this evening. Actually, I think everything is happening on Friday night this weekend for District 9, and so we'll highlight that as part of our Around the District segment. And we will get Coach's Keys to the Game brought to you by Kale's Kitchens, and that'll be coming up immediately before kickoff here tonight. We'll also have the starting lineups here for you, the announcement of those, as part of our Kerle Tire pregame show. It is Kerle Tire Playoff Football, Union AC Valley taking on Smethport tonight in the District 9 Class A semifinals. You got it right here on SFBN and exploreClarion.com.
Zockrell Motor Truck Sales in Clarion is an International Diamond Ed certified service department. As one of only 276 such shops in all of North America, you can be sure that when your medium or heavy-duty truck needs service, the job will be done correctly at Zockrell Motors. Our work is guaranteed nationwide at any international truck dealer, and our parts and service prices can't be beaten. Our technicians are factory trained and factory certified. Don't trust a shop that just thinks that they can make repairs. Come to Zockrell Motors Diamond Edge Certified Service Department. If it's maintenance you need, click ZockrellMotors.com or call us for a quote on those jobs too. Our prices are great. Best of all, you know the repair is done right and it's guaranteed. Get your truck service work done at Zockrell Motor Truck Sales, 2 miles north of exit 64 Interstate 80 in Clarion.
Hey, Julie, nice deck. Did you get that at Tio Nesta Builder Supply?
It's Tio Nesta Builder Supply, and yes, Dave, I did.
Wonder if they sell siding and roofing at Tio Nesta Builder Supply.
It's Tio Nesta, and yes, Tio Nesta Builder Supply has that too. Come on, Dave. You've never been there? They have 2 showrooms for anything home improvement. Mom got a custom kitchen there. Bill down the street got the materials for his garage. They have this awesome website, www.tionestabuilders.us. You can buy online. They really have everything for the home.
Wow, I'm heading over to Tio Nesta. I know. Tio Nesta Builders.
Tio Nesta Builder Supply Home Improvement Center. Family owned and operated since 1958 with locations in Tio Nesta and Shippenville.
That sounds good. I'll check them out online at tionestabuilders.us. Kerle Tire pregame show here from Vaduna Stadium, Union High School, Union AC Valley Falcon Knights, Smethport Hubbers, District 9 Class A semifinal. The other semifinal is available on our YouTube channel as well, and as well as our Facebook page too, exploreClarion.com. Red Bank Valley taking on Port Allegheny. We have another broadcast crew over there as well. Glad to have you along with us here from Union High School. Though, we're inside the Kerle Tire pregame show. Let's take a look now at all season's temporaries going inside the game. And, Larry, let's start with this Smethport team. Let's start, first of all, with just this matchup. A couple of 8-2 teams going at it here tonight. Union AC Valley losing in Week 1 to Brockway, and then losing to Red Bank Valley just a couple of weeks ago here on this field. For Smethport, it was an early season loss to Red Bank Valley, and then they lost to Coudersport, a Coudersport team that struggled this year, ended up below 500, I think 4-5, 4-6, somewhere in there. A younger team, that Coudersport team was, but that was a game that they lost 6-0 without Noah Lent, which transitions us into some of the key players that we expect to hear from in tonight's game. And for Smethport, Noah Lent. Yeah, how don't you start with him?
He is a phenom. I'll tell you what. He can. He's. But I got a chance to watch a couple films this week on them, and what I really like about him is how he carries out his play fakes. Not only his ability to scramble and get out, which seems to be the kind of NFL push anymore with quarterbacks that are very mobile. He obviously, runs. They run kind of a midline option type pistol offense, and I think that's going to be one of. We'll talk later about the keys, but I think that's going to be one of the things that Union's going to have to be really disciplined to stay in their gap, because he'll ride it up to the line and he'll pull it out the last moment and keep the ball, and he can cause a lot of pain.
And more often than not, we're going to see Ryan Pelchy, Ryan Mason. Those are two of the other guys that we see in that backfield there. I know there was one particular guy that you saw on both the O-line and D-line for this Smethport team, and that was one of the big boys up front. That was Travis Cooney that you spotted.
I mean, he's got 9 sacks.
Yeah.
His motor just never stops running. I'll tell you what, he's around the football. I get chills watching the kid play. He's just so exciting to watch, because he's always motoring to the ball. The ball's never too far away from him. And old Joe Paterno used to have a phrase, how good you're going to be is how far away you are at the end of a play, and he meets that great standard.
He's everywhere. I mean, they pull him every direction that you can possibly go. I mean, he's constantly on the move when offensively is Travis Cooney there.
I'm calling him a wrecking ball. That's
I like
what I'm
it. Yeah, that sounds all right to me. You'll see them go to Brandon Higley a little bit to tight end. Like I said, Pelchy Mason will see some touches there as well. Just to put some numbers to Lent, as we talked about him already, they're not afraid to throw the ball some with him as well. He's 50 of 88 on the season for 868 yards is Lent through the air. He does have 17 touchdowns, just 2 interceptions. You can't beat that touchdown to interception ratio there. And then Lent is the guy that we expect to see get the ball. He's going to keep it fairly often as well. 176 carries for over 1,500 yards this season. So 24 touchdowns on the ground as well. So he's found his way to pay dirt just a couple of times this season, has Noah Lent. We're inside the game, brought to you by All Seasons Temporaries as part of the Kerle Tire pregame show. Let's transition now to this Union AC Valley team. And you mentioned that pistol offense that Smethport's going to run. You're going to see it's it's a shallow shotgun. It's just a few yards back instead of the full shotgun there. Union AC Valley is going to run out of the exact same thing. And people think, oh, okay, so you're spreading. It's a spread offense. It's a pistol. It's a shotgun type of formation. So it must be a passing game. No, both of these teams are primarily run teams. It's just what you're seeing now with that pistol and still being able to have a running game, and that being the foundation of your offense. We see it with this Union AC Valley team as well.
I think, obviously Dan ran that at Keystone when he was at Keystone, and they've adopted it here, and he's been a great offensive coordinator over the years, and he's got some great players that he's working with back there. And it is, as you said, it's a more traditional. They're running, I would say, more of the Southern Cal eye, except he is back off the center right there. Mm-hmm. They'll do some trapping, but they'll pitch from it, and they'll run some power with fullback leads and so forth like that.
Mikey Card is the one we expect to see touch the ball most often out of that backfield, but the sophomore Dustin Camper, he's had himself a heck of a season, making his name known across District 9.
I'll tell you what, this kid he doesn't. Both these running backs. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm impressed how they break tackles. I mean, you're not going to bring them down with one tackle necessarily. You got to get a couple guys in on there.
We expect to see sophomore Brody Dittman as not under center, I guess, but in that pistol. We expect to see him as the starting quarterback here tonight as well for this Union AC Valley team. That's all season's temporaries going inside the game. I do want to thank the athletic director, Scott Kindle, his assistant, Ange Salvo, and, of course, the tech guy down here at Union High School, who there is no cell coverage down here. There is nothing. We have no chance down here if not for the work of Jamie Seifert, Brian Eaton, two of the tech guys here at Union High School. They put in some work a few weeks ago to make sure that we had a hardline option here in the box, not even having to depend on wireless. We wouldn't be here if not for the tech folks and the athletic director and assistant AD putting in a little bit of effort to make that happen for us here. So we greatly appreciate the work that they do and appreciate them for rolling out the red carpet for us here, brought to you by McMillan's Carpet Outlet. We're inside the press box here of Adunas Stadium. Our broadcast booth is brought to you by Clarion Hospital. Real quick, want to take a look around District 9 tonight. River Hill Automotive brings us around District 9 segment as part of the Kerle Tire pregame show. We are here for Union AC Valley and Smethport. The other semifinal in A is over at Red Bank Valley, 7 o'clock kick. You can watch it on our Explore Clarion Facebook and YouTube pages. Port Allegheny taking on Red Bank Valley there. A couple of semifinals in 2A as well. We have a game that you might be interested in. Central Clarion is down at Karnes City for that one. And Brookville is at Ridgeway tonight for another 2A semifinal. And all the way down in Bedford, Clearfield is taking on Bedford in a sub-regional, I guess is what that one would be, game in 3A. DuBois was knocked out last week in 4A, so no District 9 teams in the sub-regional happening there in 4A. So we do have 5 different games going on tonight. We will make sure we keep you updated as best we can on that Zockerl Motors scoreboard throughout the game this evening. The drive to the game brought to you by Clarion Ford for Smethport. Couple-hour trip down here. We'll see if that affects. They get here pretty early, 5 o'clock, so you get your legs under you. But quite a hike down Route 66, across 6 and down 66 for the folks from Smethport. And we want to send a special hello to all of you up north that are tuned in to our broadcast tonight as well. Again, Clarion Ford, drive to the game. When we come back, we will have the announcement of the starting lineups, these two teams, and we'll carry that for you here on our broadcast, as well as Coach's Keys to the Game, brought to you by Kale's Kitchens. That's all on the way. Part of the Kerle Tire pregame show, Union AC Valley and Smethport in a Class A semifinal on SFBN and exploreClarion.com.
Beverage Air, a leading manufacturer of refrigeration equipment for over 75 years, is currently hiring for immediate openings in our Brookville facility. For more information or to apply, visit beverageair.com/careers.
Clarion Forest VNA believes the emotional and physical well-being of a patient is enhanced by the patient receiving care in the familiar surroundings of home. Their staff of caring professionals work closely with physicians to administer quality care to meet the needs of each individual. As a pioneer in home health care in Clarion and Forest County, Clarion Forest VNA continue to grow to meet the community's need for in-home care, offering many different services and programs to meet the patient's need. Clarion Forest VNA, located at 271 Perkins Road in Clarion. Call us toll-free at 1-800-262-2118.
Our community needs its local businesses. Let's put unity back into the community. Let's all unite to support local business. Butler Health System, proudly standing with our local businesses. Your choice matters. When the time comes, choose local. Let's all unite to support them and the other local businesses in your community. It's important because when local businesses thrive, communities thrive.
Rock, a proud member of the M&B Group, is the right choice for your next concrete project. Specializing in decorative concrete products, precast concrete products, gravel and stone delivery, Dubrook has what you need to complete your residential or commercial project. With locations in Clarion, DuBois, St. Mary's, Butler, and Evans City, Dubrook is ready to offer their professional help as your ready-mix supplier. Call 1-844-DUBROOK today.
We're here, making it safer to save today. As we all adjust to the new normal, shopping for furniture is a little different. That's why our team wears masks and goes the extra mile while delivering in your home. It's why our website is so informative, enabling you to buy online or by phone. That's why we limit shoppers and offer special hours for our at-risk neighbors, first responders, and healthcare professionals. Your waiting is over. Let us help you save safely.
Locally owned and operated, Hager Paving of Strattonville provides a range of services: hot mix asphalt, cold patch asphalt, tar and chipping, and seal coating. Hager Paving's reputation in business is based on customer service, referrals, and your satisfaction. Serving residential, commercial, industrial, and local municipalities throughout Western Pennsylvania, exceptional service, exceptional quality. That's Hager Paving of Strattonville. Call 814-764-5080. That's 814-764-5080 for Hager Paving.
The Smethport Hubbers. And we welcome you back to Vaduna Stadium at Union High School. It's Union AC Valley taking on Smethport to a District 9 Class A Semifinal. Winner on to next weekend's championship game. Inside the Kerle Tire pregame show, we've already got you set up with the inside the game, as well as around District 9, so you know exactly what's going on all across the area now. We'll be getting to Coach's Keys to the Game, brought to you by Kale's Kitchens here in just a little bit. But for right now, let's send you to some of the sights and sounds here at Vaduna Stadium as we welcome the teams onto the field. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the field the Union AC Valley Falcon Knights. And there the Falcon Knights coming onto the football field. Smethport already there. We will have complete starting lineup introductions for you here as well. Joining the AC Valley and Union combined marching band in the U-shape out there at midfield. Veterans Day just yesterday. I want to send along a special thank you to all of those who have served and who continue to serve as we celebrate and honor those veterans. Yesterday is part of Veterans Day. Ladies and gentlemen, would you help me welcome to the field the starting lineup for the visiting Smethport Hubbers. Starting at right tackle, a sophomore, number 65, Logan Hurlbert. At right guard, a junior, number 61, Keegan Watson. Starting center, a junior, number 55, Hayden Leet. The left guard, a sophomore, number 50, Travis Cooney. Left tackle, sophomore, number 52, Cole Zuba. The starting tight end is a senior, number 8, Brandon Higley. Starting a wide receiver, a junior, number 1, Aiden McKean. The starting wide receiver, a senior, number 4, Alex Ogden. At one of the running back positions, a sophomore, number 2, Ryan Mason. At the other running back, a junior, number 5, Ryan Pelchi. And starting at quarterback, a senior, number 9, Noah Lent. The Hubbers are under the direction of head coach Adam Jack, assistants Ryan Yingling, Jim Berlin, Joel Lent, Colby Austin, Kevin Lord, Jim McGuire, Chad Alexis, Colin Strawcutter, and Tom Kreiner. Ladies and gentlemen, the Smethport Hubbers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the starting lineup for the Union AC Valley Falcon Knights. We're going to meet the defensive starting lineup at cornerback, a 5'6" junior, number 5, Jacob Bowser. Cornerback, a 5'10" junior, number 3, Ryan Cooper. A 6', 5" linebacker wearing the number 14, junior Bailey Chrisman. Starting at tackle, a 6'2" junior, number 68, Landon Chalmers. Starting at safety, a 6' junior, number 2, Skylar Roxbury. At tackle, a 5'5" junior, number 20, Mikey Card. Starting linebacker, a 5'7" senior, number 52, Braxton Marsh. Also starting a linebacker, a 5'8" senior, number 42, Andrew Verostic. At linebacker, a 5'8" senior, number 53, Peter Hardy. A 5' 9" tackle, senior, wearing the number 67, Colton Murray. 6' 2" linebacker wearing the number 59, a senior, Carter Turwent. And at safety, a 5' 8" senior wearing the number 26, Caden Rainey. Falcon Knights under the direction of head coach Brad Dittman, assistants Ray Fox, Dan Reed, Chris McNanny, Klein Terwilliger, Cullen McNanny, Greg Wolbert, Bob Bowser, and Bryn Chalmers. Ladies and gentlemen, the Union AC Valley Falcon Knights. There you have it, the starting lineups for Union AC Valley and for Smethport tonight. All part of the Kerle Tire pregame show. District 9 semifinal matchup tonight. Bring in Coach Weiser once again here. Coach, keys to the game brought to you by Kale's Kitchens. What do these two teams have to do to come away with the victory tonight, extend that season on to next weekend in a district championship opportunity?
Well, I'm going to come at this as if I'm giving my team a pregame talk here, and the first thing I would say is we need to win on first down. And the second thing I would say, we've got to limit the turnovers. Third thing is, I think it's so important, is that we've got to win the line of scrimmage on both sides, offense and defense. And then in a game like this, I think it's also important to go through, hey, play within yourself. That's if you make a mistake, put the wipers on, move on here. This is it's nothing different. Go out and have fun. Field position is also going to be important. Now, I think from Union AC Valley, somehow you got to try to make Smethport one-dimensional. You got to try to limit the impact of Noah Lent, number 9. On offense, I think Union AC has to try to capitalize on Smethport's aggressive defense and try to limit the impact of that wrecking ball, number 50, Travis Cooney, who had 88 tackles and 9 sacks. I think you could do that, maybe run some rub routes. I saw Kerwinsville do this last week a little bit. They motioned, they ran some screens. some pop passes to hold those inside linebackers back, and they're not just constantly blitzing. From Smethport, on offense, what I'm going to try to do is, I'm going to try to maintain what we've been doing, trying to, run the ball and so forth. Defensively, they've got to try to limit the impact of Union's great running game, and I think they've got some good kids there that
in balance as well.
Balance.
Yep.
But I think overall, if they can get Union, I hate to pull off in this.
Yeah, we'll just make a quick mention about what's going on out here because you do have the visual there on the field there. But the Union AC Valley is being joined by, out on the field, the captain's joined by a few veterans out there tonight as well. So really a nice move there from the folks here at Union AC Valley as just celebrating Veterans Day yesterday. So invited a few folks from both AC Valley area as well as the Rimersburg and Sligo area from Union School District.
Yeah, and I want to reiterate, it always takes me back, Veterans Day, and I was up at North Clarion yesterday, and what a great program they have.
Sure.
And I think for all veterans, we honor you for your service, both men and women.
Yep. Captain's out on the field.
Why don't we take a moment here?
Yeah.
I want to talk about the similarities of these two teams. We talked about their records. They're both 8-2. They have similar scores against common opponents. They both like to rush the ball. And I think, if you look statistically, Smethport probably has a little bit of the edge there, right? And the fact that their quarterbacks run for over 1,500 yards.
Yeah, exactly.
Passing-wise, I think Union AC has an edge in total yardage going into this game. Points against, Union AC Valley has an edge. They've given up 100 points where Smethport's given up 123.
Yeah. Yep.
And then the opposite side, points for Union AC was 355 to Smethport's 321. Sacks give the edge to Smethport. That's at they've got almost 30 sacks, and they as I said, they're pretty aggressive. I like their style. I personally, like that aggressive defense. But I do say that Kermersville came back, and they're going to have to adjust to that. So, but
yep. Yeah, no, I agree. And it is. Go ahead, continue with that. I'm sorry, I jumped in on you there.
Well, no, just that total yardage, the offense. I think Union AC, they're both pretty even. So that goes back to our first thing: is this should be a great football game tonight.
That's the theme that we've had the entirety of our discussion within the pregame show. Is just there are a lot of similarities. I think the way you're going to see them run the football out of the pistol is going to be a little bit different. You highlighted that already on a couple of different occasions, but. So we do have the toss here. It looks like Union AC Valley has won the toss, and they will defer. Is that what you always did back in the day?
I did.
Yeah?
I did, except if there was a big win.
Yeah. Well, what's your thought process there? I mean, I think a lot of times we just assume that people, as they tune in, they know what's going on with these, but what is the thought process on that? What was your mindset?
My mindset was I just felt a little bit more comfortable with the defense out there.
Yep.
Not everyone having, 11 people acting as one, but less chance of mistakes being made. That's why I always kind of felt I'd like to have the defense. Plus, I thought you wanted to start a game getting some really good field position.
Right.
And I was fortunate enough to have some good kicking games over the year, and we were able to do some of that. And defensively we did. So that, I'm never sure that I ever walked into a game that I wanted the offense out there first, to be honest with you.
Hey, right now they're honoring veterans in attendance here tonight. This is actually a tradition here at Union. They've been doing this for the last couple of years before the national anthem, where they'll recognize all veterans that are in attendance here. You have the veterans from the local VFW and American Legion who will be raising the flag during the national anthem. So we will keep it here. As we said before, we like to bring you all the sights and sounds of these games that you're not at with us tonight. And so we'll bring you the national anthem played by Union AC Valley Combined Marching Band. Union and AC Valley marching bands. Union under the direction of Lisa Hummel. Scott Tutulio, band director for the AC Valley Falcon Marching Band, presenting the Star Spangled Banner here this evening at Vadunas Stadium. Just about set to kick this one off. Again, the winner of this one gets either Red Bank Valley or Port Allegheny. That wraps up the Kerle Tire pregame show. Do want to mention the field conditions, great shape. Really one of the best natural surfaces that you're going to get in this area here at Union High School. This field is in really good condition. 4 practices this week for the Youth Football League All-Stars, and you wouldn't even notice it out there on the field. Monday through Thursday of this week, and the field still looks in great shape. Field conditions brought to you by Cousin Basil, J&J Feeds and Needs, and J&J Trailer Sales weather forecast for tonight. Temperatures are going to drop well into the 40s here tonight, but we should avoid any rain. A light breeze blowing 5 to 10 miles per hour most of the game. Brought to you by J&J Feeds and Needs and Trailer Sales. You had Kale's Kitchen's Keys of the Game, brought to you by Coach Larry Weiser. Universal Forest Products, UFP of Parker's kickoff is coming along right now. It's Colton Murray set to kick it away for the Falcon Knights. And we are underway in this District 9 semifinal. Knee was on the ground when he caught the football. And so Mason will set up Smethport with the first drive of this football game inside their own 20-yard line. Larry, it'll start at the 18. And those are tough. I mean, those situations, the ball's coming at you, it's a little bit low. You go down to make sure that you possess the football, and you just happen to put yourself in a position where on Friday and Saturday you're down, and on Sunday you're not.
So I talk about your high school kids. You're still nervous about a big game here tonight.
First down for the Hubbers. They'll motion. Lent. Give. Pickup of a couple. Pelchi on the carry.
That's that little off-tackle play. They run off of that. And I'm not sure whether he reads it or it's just a give on that. I think that's...
We have a timeout on the field. An official's timeout. We're going to check on something. Oh, the play clock. Okay, the play clock to our left, the play clock that's not on the scoreboard side. Scoreboard is to our right from the press box. To the left is a play clock that is battery powered. It is not operational. Easy solution there. They'll keep time on the field if they can't fix it. Pretty sure the officials would like to have that working. Just yes. one fewer job that they have to have. I mean, they have enough going on down there. Might as well.
And I'll be honest with you, when they finally started doing this in high school football, it was awesome from a coach's standpoint, too, making sure you get your play in and so forth. And I think both teams benefit immensely from that clock operating. So I know the one down at the scoreboard is working. And whether, or at least it's lit. I don't know if it's working. We'll see if.
So they're going to keep time on the field at this point. If they do have some staff here at Union trying to fix that one that's to our left opposite the scoreboard. So Lent checks himself back into the huddle. Pelchi and Mason are the two that we expect to see in the backfield. This time it's just Pelchi back there. Second down and 8 for the Hubbers. Lent, he'll roll out, looking, under some pressure. He just throws this one away. Wisely so, as bearing down on him was Verostic. He throws it out of bounds, tries to find a coach over there.
Great pressure on the part of Union's defense and forcing him to scramble, and he never was able to get himself heading up the field to square up. This is, I think, one of the keys for Union's defense is to get them in these third and long situations. And we talked about his ability to run the ball and scramble. That's going to be a key here to make sure they do contain him. They're kind of coming out in what I would call a trips pistol there.
Mason, sometimes you see him in the backfield. This time he's kind of in that slot spot. Inside guy in the trips. Looking to throw. Lent down the left sideline. And he threw it just a bit too far. as that one goes incomplete. Bowser was over there. Intended for Ogden was the intended receiver. Larry?
Right. Yes. And he did have probably about 3 or 4 steps on him, and as they stated, the ball was just a little bit thrown a little bit too far. So now it should be 4th down.
It is.
It is. I'm looking at the.
Now, obviously you're not going to here, but
we got a penalty.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
I missed that too.
And it's 1st down. I completely missed that, including the official's indication.
Right.
My apologies, folks.
After watching the Steeler game, I think we saw enough of those yellow flags, huh?
It's a fresh set of downs here now for Smethport.
Okay, again, coming out in the Deuces formation and passing formation again. But he will run out of this.
Fakes to Pelchi. Lent. He's held up right at the line of scrimmage, yeah. So a pickup of a yard for Lent. And that's out of that pistol, that's what they're capable of doing. So, you know, a lot of what I saw against Kerwinsville was a couple of different guys in the backfield, and you'd have bodies going every which direction. You get handoffs, you get fakes that would end up being a lead block for you coming out of that. And so, you know, hard to pick those up. But Lent just gets a yard there in his first carry of the game. 2nd down and 9.
Now he's back in the more pistol look here.
Yep.
With a fullback.
He has Pelchi and Mason back there now. Mason's the one that's offset to the left side of Lent. He'll give it to Pelchi. Pelchi is able to shake one tackle in the backfield. Gets positive yardage ahead to the 38-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 7.
There again, I'm not sure whether they did a false pull or they just, you know, it was set up that he was going to read and come back, because they did pull and come back here to the right side here.
Nearing the 10-minute mark, just a couple minutes in. Union had forced a 4th down situation for Smethport. There was a penalty. Admittedly, wasn't paying attention, didn't catch what it was, but Lent
Okay, there's no backs.
is empty now.
Yeah, empty back set.
4 receivers on this near side. 3rd down and 7 for Lent. He's looking down the middle of the field, now flushed out to the left side. Needs to get to the 44, 45-yard line, and he's knocked out of bounds. Maybe not out of bounds, but on that far sideline is dropped.
Number 5. Okay, Bowser does a nice job coming off of there.
5-yard pickup, 4th down and 2. You're near midfield here, Coach. Do you think about it? Lent's your punter. Just,
you know what? And I don't know if Max Preps was wrong, but I saw that he only had 1 punt in Max Preps.
Yeah, I
mean,
wasn't sure
literally,
about that.
there was only 1 punt. I wanted to find out.
Lent's kick is away. Rainey kind of dekes there, trying to get a bite on that one. The ball rolls dead inside the 20-yard line, actually right around the 15-yard line. And so it'll go as a 40-plus yard punt on that one for Noah Lent, and Union AC Valley has their first opportunity with the football.
I thought Union did a great job containing him on those passing situations where he was scrambling. And I'm not just sure that wasn't a design, quarterback draw on that he would just take off. And Union played some zone in over, which helped them read that.
Well, we have another flag on that play.
Oh, no.
I'm going to blame it on the leaves, Larry. That's what I'm going to blame it on. I'm not seeing any of the yellow that's on there.
Okay, must have been against Smethport. It was declined.
No, actually,
No.
that was the indication of the penalty there. I think we had, an illegal formation or something along those lines as the penalty on that one. And wisely so. Yeah, wisely so. You're going to march them back to 5 yards. That was a 42-yard punt-ish for Noah Lent on that last one. I don't blame him. You take that back, you make it 4th down and 7, and you make him kick it again. So Lent has to find his way deep again. Rainey stands at his own 28-yard line.
And he does punt.
Rainey will take it on the run. Rainey to midfield. Rainey on the sideline is knocked out of bounds.
Great run back. What I liked about what he did right there is he took it. So many times you get a player back there, catch the ball, and he's dancing, turned around, going.
Yep.
He got the ball and ran straight up the field and got plus yardage. And we're talking about field position. I mean, they're at the 50-yard line. Their chances of scoring improve immensely, being on that 50-yard line. So good return, good field position for Union AC Valley to start.
Falcon Knight football right at that midfield stripe. That's Card going in motion. The pitch to Card. Positive yards for Card as he gets into Smethport territory. 4-yard pickup for Mikey Card. Watson in on the stop. Mikey Card. First run of the game, 2nd down and 6 now for the Falcon Knights. That's Cooper closest to you on the screen. Rainey in the slot. I think it's Roxbury. Second on that trips. Nope, actually Rainey. And the give is to Card.
That's a nice little trap coming back, fullback trap.
That was Rainey on the first run, wasn't it?
Yes.
That wasn't Card. Yep.
They're coming out in a trips formation, but they're actually kind of motioning back into, which I've not seen him do in the couple of films that I've seen, watched him this year. But so a little bit different look. Really getting back in the same thing. Here's their more traditional look.
3rd down and 4. Need to get to that 40-yard line to the white of the 40, gets him a first down and extends the drive. Takes the handoff, Dittman, and he's sacked. Dropped back near midfield.
He probably lost about 6 yards on that. So Smethport did not go for that fake to the tailback coming up inside. And they stayed disciplined on the outside.
Ryan Mason credited with that one. 4th and 10 in a punt situation. Bailey Chrisman will go deep to kick this one away. Nearing the 7-minute mark of quarter 1. 1 drive apiece for each of these two teams. We are scoreless. Snap gets away a bit. He's able to corral it and get it away just in time. Bobbled on that one. Mason has it at the 15-yard line. Reverses his field. Union AC Valley does a good job of staying in lanes there. You have Chalmers on the stop, joined over there by Trey Fleming as well. And so again, field position. You talked about it. Although it didn't result in any points for Union AC Valley, the field position, Smethport has started at, the 18 and the 15-yard line for Union AC Valley midfield.
And just maintain that discipline here. I mean, the breaks will come.
Smethport starting from their own 15-yard line. Pelchi is deep. Mason is offset to the right side of Lent.
Rainey looks like he's coming up in a blitz.
Lent will keep. Lent is wrapped up and brought down short of the line of scrimmage. What is Union doing well that in the films that you've seen? Because and obviously we're still early in this game, but what are they doing well?
I'll tell you, all season long, they only gave up 100 points. They've been very disciplined. Exactly. They are good in the outside backers. They're good in the inside. I mean, I'm not really picking too many weaknesses up on this defense, to be honest with you. And Caden comes up and he'll throw a little bit of a twist in things and blitz from his safety position. I saw him do that a couple times.
Ryan Mason, we see him go in and out of that backfield. This time he's one of the 3 receivers on this near side. Lent facing a 2nd down and 11.
Here we come back to that.
Yeah, look to throw.
Change it off to a post.
He points down the field. He wants to adjust, and he's able to get the adjustment, and the pass is caught at the 35-yard line. And that is...
There you just saw the athleticism. He kept that ball alive for a long period of time, like I used to talk about Ben Roethlisberger in his early days. And, you can only cover a guy so long. And he was able to pick up number 4.
Yep, Ogden.
Yeah, Ogden.
So a first down for Smethport. Got one by penalty on their first drive this time.
Here's what I talk about Wiper. That was a big play. They can come back, and we'll come back into their defensive set here and maintain their cool is what I'm going to say.
Went with Pelchi on a 1st and 10.
He's rolling out again here. Got good pressure coming.
Wants to look to throw. He looks near sideline. Good coverage on this near sideline by Ryan Cooper, junior defensive back. I think that kind of forced Lent's hand there. He was going to throw that football where either it was going to be caught or just goes out of bounds.
Right.
You don't want to mess around with that one.
He, again, I'm talking about Union's pressure coming up inside.
Yep. It's a big boy in the middle there, and Carter Terwent, I mean, he wreaks havoc on a lot of folks. 2nd down and 10 for Smethport from the 35-yard line. They go back to the 2 backs, joining Lent in the backfield. Pelchi deep, Mason offset to the left side. There's Rainey again.
He is coming this time.
Lent looking to throw across the middle. That's complete. Boy, he's hit hard as soon as he catches that one. He's back up. Ogden picks up 7. Gives him a couple of catches on this drive.
Smethport did a good job, their offensive line, picking up that blitz at time, giving him enough time to throw the ball over the middle. And nice little skinny post coming through there.
3rd down and 3. Smethport needs to get to the 45-yard line for the first down. Under 4.5 remaining. Clarion Forest VNA first quarter. Power I this time as they add an extra back into the backfield.
He's under center, yeah. Fumble.
Loose snap. Lent's able to get it, but he just simply has to fall right on top of it to avoid any other damage on that play. If you're Union AC Valley, you'll take it.
Another great job, Union defense.
So it forces yet another punt.
This is what always scares me, though, that quarterback back there.
Yeah.
Their best runner. Like you were saying earlier, should he be trying to? You never could tell.
On a 4th down and 6 from midfield, that's not necessarily a bad idea. It's going to bounce inside the 30-yard line. Rainey is going to let that one go. And Union AC Valley will take over the football again. 3:26 remaining in quarter 1. So kind of what we expected to see. I mean, this is what we assumed we would have in this football game. The offenses are going to struggle to move the ball a bit against these 2 defenses. This Union AC Valley team has a lot of speed. Has speed on the inside, speed on the outside. The Smethport team pretty solid up front. Some big boys there as well. So this drive starts at the 23-yard line. That is still Dittman. Dittman's give.
What's kind of surprised me about Smethport to this point, though, is they're coming out and throwing the ball. I fully expected them to really try to establish the run, but they've come out and they've thrown on early downs, and maybe that's, knowing what kind of defense Union has, maybe they felt that's the way they had to kind of shake things up a little bit.
Loosen it up a little bit early on. Dittman fakes the card, give Rainey near that 1st down stick. He has the 1st down and a bit more up to the 35-yard line.
Nice wingback counter coming. Mm-hmm. I mean, they did a nice job setting that up.
Pickup of 12 for Caden Rainey.
Little misdirection. Aggressive defense.
Card is the sidecar for Dittman. Dittman rolls to his right, looking to throw. Has a man. That is incomplete, just a bit too far for Camper on that far sideline. 2nd down.
They actually brought their safety that time off the edge. In the same side that Dittman had rolled out, that was he was able to avoid that, but again, forced him to kind of run sideline, never got him a chance to get moving upfield to throw the ball. That's tough on a quarterback, throwing across his body instead of being able to throw straight up the field.
Roxbury is the receiver at the top of your screen. Cooper at the bottom of your screen. Rainey in motion, and a little bit has confusion there. That's going to be a pre-snap penalty against the Falcon Knights, marching back 5 yards. And a 2nd down and 15. The second penalty assessed against this Union AC Valley team in the first quarter. One of them extending a drive on the first drive of the game for Smethport. Didn't end up hurting them at all, as that one ended with a punt. This one makes it, pushes them a little bit behind the sticks now. 2nd down and 15 from the 30. Line to gain is that 45-yard line. Motion comes Rainey to give it to Camper. Camper off the right side. Camper.
Nice run.
Gets back a big chunk of the yardage from that penalty and a little bit more. Let's take a look at that one again.
I'll tell you what I liked about it, he just hit that hole hard. Got a nice little crease there, just enough for him to get through and pick up some good yardage there. Bringing up a 3rd down, more manageable situation here.
11 yards for Dawson Camper. First opportunity for Camper on that one. 3rd down and 4. Again, needs to get to the white of the 45-yard line for the first down. Camper gets the call again. Camper shakes one tackle. Camper can't shake this one, but that's all right for the Falcon Knights. An 8-yard pickup is enough for a Union AC Valley first down.
Just a dive coming back this way. I mean, this kid's a hard runner.
Lenson on the tackle. McKean was nearby as well. And that's just what he does. There's one speed and one speed only for Dawson Camper, and it's the one you just saw right there.
Union seems to be kind of settling into Union AC's settling into what they normally do.
Yep. They'll pitch to Camper this time.
He gets, probably shouldn't have got anything out of it. Probably lost a yard, but he was able to at least get a yard, maybe 2 out of it.
Hurlbert was there along with Cooney. As a part of the stop for the Hubbers. 1 yard for Camper. 20 total on 3 carries. Back-to-back carries here in this Clarion Forest VNA first quarter. Under a minute to play in the first. Rainey goes in motion, and they'll give to him. 2 blocking backs in front of him from the backfield, but nowhere to go. As he's dropped a couple of yards
he picked
on
up
the pickup.
a couple yards in that play. It's going to be a third and I would say 3rd and long.
If you're backed up like Union AC Valley, call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning at 226-8695. Facing a 3rd down and fairly long, 3rd and 6. Need to get just a hair past the 40, Larry. This time it's Camper in motion.
Pitch.
Pittman's pitch. Camper has it.
He does.
Camper out of bounds.
Some great blocking there. I'll tell you what, again, they brought their safety up off the edge. Had to play well read.
That's a 9-yard pickup for Dawson Camper.
That was Ryan Mason. He came in from his safety position, but they did a good job picking him up. And again, this kid just continues to impress.
It's an Allegheny Gorilla Foxburg first down for Union AC Valley. 0.7 of a second left on the official clock here at the field. We got the 1 second on ours there. Card gets a block, has some room off the right side. He's dropped after positive yardage, a 5-yard pickup for Mikey Card on first down. It will be 2nd down and 5 from the 33-yard line when we come back for second quarter action. Clarion Forest VNA first quarter is over. Union AC Valley 0, Smethport 0, a District 9 Class A Semifinal here at Union High School. You're watching it on SFBN and exploreClarion.com.
You can afford a gorgeous, custom-designed hardwood Kale's kitchen for a lot less than you'd pay at a DIY store. Go to FactoryDirectKitchens.net. At Kale's, there are never middleman markups or hidden charges that can add 40%. Go to FactoryDirectKitchens.net. That's FactoryDirectKitchens.net.
Oaks Building Supply is dedicated to providing quality building products to the community. You will always find what you need for your home improvement project and get great advice on how to do the job at Oaks Building Supply. Customer satisfaction is a top priority. Oaks Building Supply, for all your building and lumber supply needs. Located on Route 66 in Lucinda.
Hager Paving second quarter about to get underway here. Union AC Valley with a 2nd down and 5 from the Smethport 33. You mentioned it late in the first quarter, Larry, but Union AC Valley seems to be finding their groove offensively here.
They like to run the ball, and right now they're doing that well.
Dittman puts Camper in motion. They don't give to Camper, though. That's Card. Card has the first down. Card's inside the 25. The ball is loose. And Smethport says they have it. Do they? They do. Smethport comes up with a big play there. Noah Lent, I don't know who caused the fumble, but Lent is able to get the fumble recovery that time. And Smethport gets a break. Let's take a look at that one again. Card had the first down, and that might have been Mason that forced that one. I don't know if there were two different Smethport guys that were near that one as we take a look at the replay. Either way, Lent comes up with it. And so all that discussion about Union AC Valley finding the groove, finally they had the groove there still, but just couldn't hold on to the football, and so Smethport takes over.
That's what we talked about, keys or turnovers. Again, this is where they need to put that play out of sight and come right back. This is sometimes where an offense will try to go over top.
Lent uses those two guys in the backfield as blockers. He loses the football, but I think he was down before he lost that one. Lent picks up 8.
Yeah, it's his best run of the night, to be honest with you.
Yep, 5 carries, 10 yards for Noah Lent.
And if I am right, I think that's like the first time that they actually ran the ball on first down, I think, where they've been coming out and throwing the ball.
Yeah, they have.
And,
they have quite a bit.
Trying to get them out on the corner.
But this Smethport team uses quite a bit of time off of that play clock, too. This is we saw this with Port Allegheny last week against Keystone, where they're more than happy to, not that the play clocks are working here, but they more than happy to run some clock, manage that all the way down here. Give to Pelchi. Pelchi gets through the interior, now finds the side.
He could be gone.
He's to the 30-yard line. A foot race. Roxbury tries to get him. Roxbury, great angle to wrap up Pelchi and finally push him out of bounds at the 12-yard line. But that is a pickup of 59 yards for Ryan Pelchi.
There we talk about was that Travis Cooney coming back and pulling on that play.
So we have 1st and 10 inside the Dubrook red zone, and Allegheny Gorilla Foxburg first down. We'll see if Smethport is able to get on the board here inside the 15-yard line of Union AC Valley.
Now they're coming out in that trips look again.
With Ryan Pelchi as the lone back. Motion Mason. Lent keeps it. Looks right side, incomplete.
Wide open,
through the hands of Aiden McKean.
Nice little play design right there, a little play action. And
get everything flowing to the left side there.
Actually came off their last play right there where they faked that trap this time, and then the receiver did a little hitch out there.
Second down from the 13-yard line. Need to get to the 3. They still have the opportunity for that first down. Do the Hubbers.
They're back in their traditional pistol, and they are going to throw the ball again.
Lob pass, corner route. It's incomplete. Falls just short at the goal line. Intended again for Ogden. Favorite target of Lentz. 3rd down.
So we've run the ball down here, but we've thrown 2 passes now.
Lent so far tonight, he's 2 of 7 through the air.
One of their great coaches in the area, Terry Henry. I'll pick up after this play. I want to tell this story about play calling here.
Karn City 7, Central Clarion 0. That's a second quarter score on the Zoccaro Motors scoreboard. Class 2A semifinal at Karn City. Fakes. Lent. That ball was tipped, incomplete. Getting a piece of that one was Bailey Chrisman. Chrisman stands, he's a big boy. There's a lot to him, and those long arms were able to get in front of that one. Chrisman did a nice job of not flowing too far on that far sideline.
Well, Terry, I was telling you the story that Terry Henry, of course, longtime coach at East Brady and so forth, Jimmy Kelly's coach, but he only passed the ball when he was on his own side. I said, he ran the ball. He said, I'm always going to run 4 downs.
They're going to go 4th down here inside the red zone, the Dubrook red zone. Need to get down near the 3-yard line for the first down. Put a star beside this play early on, folks. Lent looking to throw.
He's scrambling out, coming out to his left.
Chrisman in pressure. That ball is picked off. That's a case where you'd be okay if you happen to drop that one, but whatever the case, Cooper is able to haul that one in. Union AC Valley more than happy to get the football back here on the interception.
By Ryan Cooper.
Yep, Ryan Cooper gets that one. Hey, real quick before we get on with this drive, let's take a look at that play again. And you see him rolling out to the left side, hard to throw across that body. He was staring right at the big arms of Chrisman. And 2 or 3 guys in coverage there. Cooper's able to step in front of it. And once again, if you're Lent there, you know, as long as you don't allow a pick 6 in that situation, you're actually more than happy pushing it down inside the 5-yard line there.
Absolutely.
A very notable Zoccaro Motors scoreboard update we want to pass along here. That's Bailey Chrisman into the game now for Union AC Valley at quarterback. And Chrisman will keep this one. Picks up a couple of yards.
Just a little misdirection, counter coming back. Looks like he is going to stay in at quarterback.
Here's the Zoccaro Motors scoreboard update I wanted to pass along here. Port Allegheny 14, Red Bank Valley 0. That is a second quarter score over in New Bethlehem. Just a little ways away from us here, but that's a big-time score in the second quarter. Winner of this one gets the winner of that one. Chrisman's going to look to throw. Quick slant. It's complete.
Nice.
And some room for Skylar Roxbury. He's near midfield. It's a foot race with Lent. Roxbury. Nope, that was Cooper. I stand corrected. That's Ryan Cooper all the way from the 5-yard line up to the 40-yard line. That is a pickup of 55 yards. Let's take a look at that one again. And that's what happens if you can catch a quick slant like that one, especially deep when everybody's licking their chops like they were Smethport. You can get a big gainer, and that's exactly what they got.
And they're blitzing up inside there, and they hit that real skinny post coming across there. It was a great call. Great call by the coaching staff.
My apologies to Mr. Cooper there. Had that one as Roxbury at first. They'll give to Card. Card is going to be dropped after a pickup of 8 yards.
Glad they came back to him. I think he's a force that keeps beating on you. You know, if you're the opposite side.
What an interesting story with Mikey Card facing a 2nd down and 2 here as Union AC Valley, but he was a lineman for this team last year and really? Worked hard. He dropped a few pounds, but boy, you like the size of him. He's just going to run you. There's a lot of speed. He worked on agility. It's a lot of good stuff. Now Rainey gets the pitch. Rainey looking for the outside. He can't get it. Mason is out there, and he drops him for a loss of a yard.
Mason on the stop.
So again, that Zoccaro Motors scoreboard update. We don't have anything on Brookville Ridgeway yet. Bedford, the Battle of the Bison down at Bedford. Bedford Bison, Clearfield Bison. One of those might be Bisons. I think one of them's Bisons and one of them's Bison. I'm not sure which one is which, but Bedford 21, Clearfield 6. That's a first quarter score in that 3A sub-regional. 3rd down and 3 for Union AC Valley. They'll give to Camper. Boy, it looked like Camper had it, and then he was wrapped up the legs. I don't know who that is.
They are close. And this is what I would definitely call this 4-down territory.
Ryan
right here,
Mason
obviously
is who got him low to pull him back. Yeah, no doubt, right, Coach? I mean, we're going for it here on 4th down and inches. I think they need to – I would ask for a measurement there. I think that's close enough.
Boy, it is close.
Unless they marked it. This might be one of those cases where they specifically marked it on the white of the 40, and so it had to get to the white of the 30.
It was under center.
Yeah.
Big quarterback.
Easy call. First down, Union AC Valley. Bailey Chrisman gets it inside the 30-yard line for the Falcon Knights, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Bailey in his own right is a pretty dang good runner, you know.
Oh, yes.
He is.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I mean, 6'5", 208.
And they each bring something to the table.
Right.
You know, that's one of the benefits with these two, to be able to make that switch. Now, Rainey in that deep motion again. They'll give it to Camper. Camper wrapped up. Keeps the legs moving. Finally dropped. And once again, Mason was a part of that stop, along with John Adamowski in there as well. But Camper picks up 3.
You know, I like that two quarterback. I mean, I did it one year. We went, got out of districts, went and played Farrell, and they had Walters and Heater, and we each had their own skill sets as you're talking about.
Clock keeps rolling here, nearing that 6-minute mark of quarter number 2, the Hager Paving second quarter. Card gets the call.
Nothing.
Card goes nowhere.
Pressure.
Yep. There's a name that we've talked about, Travis Cooney.
Yes.
Kind of helped clog that up a little bit, running right into that left side defensively, right side of the line. Cole Zuba also there for Smethport. So no gain for Mikey Card. 5 carries, 16 yards for Card. 5 carries, 32 yards for Dawson Camper. See if they go to the air here on 3rd down and 7 for the Falcon Knights. Nope, they'll keep it with Card. Card has to shake a tackle. He's in the red zone, 15-yard line.
Oh, nice.
Card sniffing that goal line. He's going to be dropped at the 6-yard line. Noah Lent is able to wrap him up at the ankle and bring him down, but Card and a flag comes in very late. There is an injured Smethport player. I didn't see the flag, but the flag came very close to the location of that player. See what the officials indicate here, but it'll be a 1st down and goal from the 7-yard line for Union AC Valley after the Card run. As we await the official indication, though, on the flag. An 18-yard pickup for Mikey Card.
I don't know if it's a post play penalty.
Yeah, it seemed like it timing-wise.
Must have
It
been
did.
some extracurricular activity behind the play. I don't know. Can you see if we can pick something up there?
And you see Coach Dittman not pleased as he has a conversation there with the official. Quick look at the Zochro Motors scoreboard. Port Allegheny leading Red Bank Valley 14-0. That is a second quarter score. Bedford leads Clearfield 21-6. That is a first quarter score down at Bedford High School. As they're able to get the injured player up and on his feet. That's Ryan Mason. That is a notable injury there for this Smethport team. So we'll have to keep an eye on the sideline over there and see if we can get him back into the football game for these Hubbers. He is a critical piece of the puzzle, both offensively and defensively, for this Smethport team. Carn City 7-0 in the second quarter is our Zochro Motor scoreboard update in a 2A semifinal. So,
I want to talk about Mike Card here a little bit. I mean, you talked last year him being a lineman, but I'll tell you what, he's got some wheels under him, and he is Union AC Valley's leading rusher. Came into this game at 834 yards.
So the penalty moves it back from inside the 10-yard line to now the 23-yard line. So it is a 1st and 10 instead of a 1st and goal. They go right back to Card, and Card picks up 3. Second down, maybe 4. 2nd down and 6 for Union AC Valley. Clock now under 5 minutes remaining. Carrier Insurance halftime show will be coming up. We'll take a look at the halftime stats, get an update of the Zocker Motor scoreboard. A few new scores have come through just within the last minute or so, so we'll pass those along to you here as well. Inside screen coming across to Roxbury. Roxbury inside the 15-yard line, not quite first down yardage, but it's close, just a yard short.
So, Union ran this play well against Coudersport last week, and we used to call it the Penn State screen, but it's a little inside screen where the line releases to the outside, and I like the play.
Yeah, the mechanics of that, there are a lot of moving pieces that have to do what they need to do to make that play work. Camper gets the call. Camper has the first down. He's inside the 10-yard line. A first down and goal for Union AC Valley. Camper picks up 7. And every time he touches a football, he does something good for this Union AC Valley team. Camper now at 36 yards on 5 carries.
They had him 3 yards. They had him at the line of scrimmage. He breaks that tackle, keeps his legs moving. I wish he'd run a little bit lower, but at this point, you take what you get.
You're not splitting hairs, right, at this point, Larry?
You got it.
We're more than happy with that. Smethport's going to take – actually, I don't have it. Yep, it is a Smethport timeout. Timeouts. Our first timeout of this first half. Let's step aside for a quick break. 4:06 to play in quarter 2. No score, but Union AC Valley knocking on the door. You're listening to and watching high school football, Kerle Tire High School football on Explore Clarion as SFBN.
This is Corey. He made 2 big mistakes. His first mistake was not going to Laurel Eye Clinic to have bladeless LASIK. His second mistake was trying to pet what he thought was his cat without wearing his glasses. Don't be like Corey. Call Laurel Eye Clinic. Throughout West Central Pennsylvania, people are losing their glasses. Well, they haven't really lost them. They just don't need them anymore. Thanks to the amazing LASIK surgeons at Laurel Eye Clinic. Call Laurel Eye Clinic and schedule your free consultation.
Back here at Vidunas Stadium, Union High School, Union AC Valley with a first and goal at the 5-yard line. Zocker Motor scoreboard update. Port Allegheny, Red Bank Valley has gotten on the board in the second quarter. Port Allegheny 14, Red Bank Valley 8. Garden City leads Central Clarion 14-0 in the second quarter in a 2A semifinal. Brookville and Ridgeway scoreless in the second. At Ridgeway tonight in the other 2A semifinal. Bradford leading Clearfield 21-6 in the second quarter. Chrisman remains in at quarterback. Deep motion is Rainey. Rainey looks inside, goes outside, dives. Touchdown, Caden Rainey.
Again, a misdirection. They were in man coverage. Somebody got picked off coming across to trying to cover him and so forth, and they got to the outside.
Take a look at that one again here as Rainey, again, he looked inside first. There was nothing there. The speed, the elusiveness of Caden Rainey. He was able to get himself to the side, pick up the 5 yards, and get the score as Union AC Valley gets on the board first. And they will kick here with Murray. Cooper, the holder. Snap is back, and that kick by Murray is good. 7-0 lead for Union AC Valley. Under 4 to play in the first half, or rather, 7-0 lead. You're listening and watching high school football, brought to you by Kerle Tire on SFBN and exploreClarion.com.
No matter how cold it is outside, you can keep warm and toasty inside with a built-in-the-USA super efficient furnace from Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Affordable, quiet, and reliable. You can count on your furnace from Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Seven 7-0 lead for Union AC Valley. A drive that started all the way down on their own 3-yard line. They forced the 4th down, the turnover on downs from Smethport. What did you like about that drive, Coach?
Well, we talked about winning the line of scrimmage, and I want to give it some credit to these offensive linemen, Union AC Valley on that. I mean, Turwin and Murray and Chalmers and Hardy and Lachlan, they did a nice job picking up blitzes, and they passed the ball a couple times, but I like the running. Like to grind it out football. I'm like one of these old-fashioned dogs that still likes to wag the tail or the tail on the ground.
Higley will just he corralled it and then fell on top of it. Smethport will have possession with a fresh drive here, first down at the 34-yard line. It was a big play on the last drive by Ryan Pelchy, a 59-yard run that set them up deep in Union AC Valley territory, but that drive stalled on the interception by Cooper on fourth down. Set up a 97-yard drive. Big play there was the quick pass to Cooper. Picked up 55 yards. They faked to Mason, and the keep is lent.
There's what I'm talking about. He did such a nice job. He rode that midline right up to the line of scrimmage and pulled it out at the last moment. That's tough to stop.
And I was just going to say, you coached for a lot of years. Is that something that comes with, or do you just have quarterbacks that are naturals at being able to ride that fake? I mean, obviously repetitions are always what gets you there.
Well, I think you got to give obviously some credit to the coaching staff, but his athleticism, there's no question. A lot of guys will want to pull that too early.
Yep.
He let that tackle come right down, then last moment pulled out. Here we come to the blitz. They did a nice job picking it up.
Yeah, tried to get Mason over to that left side as a lead block. There was nothing there.
But one of the keys we talked about, I mean, they're not getting any movement off the line of scrimmage from Union. And Union AC Valley's done a great job of maintaining their gap responsibility.
You have to avoid the big play with Lent. And his runs, he has 7 carries so far, and his runs have been 1-4, a loss of a yard, a loss of 2 yards, 8-6, and no gain. I mean, you have to avoid that. They did let Pelchy go on a long one there. Under 3 minutes to play in the first half, 3rd down and 3.
I really look for him to keep the ball in this formation here. And I may be very wrong with throwing the ball.
4 receivers.
They're going to run a bubble screen here.
That pass is complete. Boy, Ogden never really had possession of that football until the last moment. He was more focused on just corralling the ball, making sure that he had it. And he's dropped over there. Camper was there. Cooper along with the tackle as well. And it's a 4th down. 4th down and a couple.
Wow.
Whistles.
Camper's having a heck of a ball game tonight, isn't he? He's
everywhere. Oh, yeah, he's everywhere. Yeah. And, boy, we saw Card get the call early. We saw Rainey get the call early, and then they go to Camper, and Camper's change of pace was pretty important here. So it's 4th down and short. You got to play this fairly honest. Flag comes in. Chrisman is lined up offside.
Oh, wow.
Chrisman is lined up offside. That's going to be a 1st down for Smethport.
Yeah.
Boy, and that's a tough one for him. He's lined up across from one of the gunners on that far sideline who's off the line of scrimmage and just got baited in to that one.
I would have been yelling in, watch for Caden's count, get Caden's count. And, it just got.
So we'll see if that mistake hurts this Union AC Valley team. Remember, they get the football to start the second half. We'll see if they can hold Smethport with just over 2 minutes to play in the first half. Ball on the Smethport side of midfield. Need to get to about the 43-yard line of Union AC Valley for the 1st down. Lent looking deep, has a receiver there. It's going to be a jump ball. It's intercepted. That one's taken by Dittman. Dittman looking for some blockers. Dittman still loose and finally gets dropped at the 32-yard line. Brody Dittman picks up 15 yards in the return. I don't think any Union AC Valley fan is concerned with the return. They're happy to see that one. Let's take a look at it again. As Lent gets rolled out, that's the second time we've seen him throw against his body and get picked. Last time was Cooper. This time it's Brody Dittman. Dittman gives Union AC Valley the football at their own 32-yard line. So, Coach, minute 47 to play. You still have all 3 timeouts. There's no doubt in your mind you're trying to score here, right?
Absolutely. I'm going to see what we'll do on first down here. Then we may.
Okay, that's fair.
I want to use the clock a little bit.
Zuba in on the stop, picks up a yard, does Mikey Card.
Now I expect them to throw here.
Chrisman stays in at quarterback. Chrisman, he's dropped. Pick up a 3 up to the 37-yard line. And Union AC Valley takes the timeout with a minute 21 to play in the first half. We'll stay here, take a quick look at the Zocro Motors scoreboard and set you up for the last part of this first half. Again, second quarter score, Port Allegheny 14, Red Bank Valley 8. That's in the second quarter. Karns City now up 21-0 over Central Clarion. That's a 2A semifinal. Ridgeway and Brookville are still scoreless in the second quarter. Bedford's lead is now 27-6 over Clearfield in the 3A sub-regional. Yep, so the Bedford Bison.
That shocks me there. That's
in control right there. Union AC Valley facing a 3rd down and 6 from the 37-yard line. After the timeout, that's their first timeout of the first half. Great crowd here tonight. Folks traveling down from Smethport. A lot of orange and black in the crowd here this evening. A lot of Union and AC Valley folks in attendance as well. 3rd down and 6, minute 21 left in the half. Give us to Card. Card past the 40, real close to that first down marker.
Close.
It's going to depend on the spot. I think he has it, Larry.
I think he got that spot.
And that spot is going to be right along. Boy, what a great shot there from our cameraman, Prince Brooks, as it's right down the line from where he's standing just outside the press box here. Card gets the first down, a pickup of 6, gives him 44 on the evening, and we're back to action here. Chrisman will roll. Chrisman firing. That pass is intercepted? No, incomplete. Well, that looks strange over there on the far sideline. Cooper was over there, breaking that up.
Expect them to take some shots here right now. You know, this is a good time.
Aiden McKean was the one that was able to jump that route, Larry.
Ed Cano was very good at running some gadget play here towards the end of the first half.
Yep.
He got me on one year.
Got to get to the Smethport side of the field to the 47-yard line for the first down, maybe 46-yard line. That pass incomplete as Chrisman just throws it a bit too low to Cooper.
He came back in that screen. Mm-hmm. One of the issues now, they're playing kind of in a prevent sound defense. You're not getting the kind of pressure that they were bringing early on. So
right.
Where that play would be much more effective.
51.3 on the game clock. 7-0 Union AC Valley's lead. 3rd down and 10. Chrisman under pressure, right up the gut. Chrisman, as he's being ripped down to the ground, fires that one to Rainey. It's incomplete. And it'll be 4th down, and Chrisman will have to punt the football away.
I like Caden's effort right there.
Yep.
He spotted his feet where he was at and was diving, trying to make a heck of a catch right there. The ball just was too far out of bounds.
Is that Pelche, I think, coming through the middle? It's watching a couple of Smethport's game leading up to this one, but they like firing him. Ryan Pelche. We've seen a lot of him on the offensive side of things as well, but they're not afraid to send him right up the gut. Union AC Valley will take a timeout. We'll step aside 2. 7-0 lead Union AC Valley with 44 seconds left in the half. You're watching Kerle Tire High School Football on SFBN and exploreClarion.com.
He's on the 30. He's on the 20. He's on the 10. It's a touchdown.
There's nothing like football. The lights, the cheers of the crowd, and getting a chance to see our local athletes and kids give it all they've got. Come to a game. Support our local schools. Clarion County Community Bank. A better way to bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at ClarionBank.com.
Union AC Valley facing a 4th down and 10, a punt situation near midfield. Under 45 seconds left, 44 seconds to be exact here in the first half. Smethport will get the football back with 2 timeouts here, Larry, as we wrap up the Hager Paving second quarter. Don't forget the Carrier Insurance halftime show is on the way. Halftime stats, Zocker Motor scoreboard update coming along your way. Good.
I think Brad did a good job making sure his team was going to pick up any type of punt block right here. Once to get the ball away, and then obviously get decent coverage.
High
Smethport
punt.
did try to come after it.
Yeah, they don't put anybody deep. If you're Union AC Valley, don't touch that football until – you don't want to touch that thing until the official says, I'm going to just blow it dead at this point in time. Every second you can run off that clock is a good thing for you.
Those are things you work on a Thursday night. You go over and go over and go over. You know, you practice coming out of your own goal line. You practice that Hail Mary pass.
So 34 seconds and 2 timeouts from their own 19-yard line. Smethport has the football.
Be interesting to see what they do here, whether or not they're going to try to get down the field or win it with the score 7-0.
Union AC Valley gets the football first to start the second half. They won the toss and deferred. Lent had 4 receivers to the top of your screen. He'll look out to the flat to throw. It is caught. That'll keep the clock running. And at this point, oh, no, here they go. They are hurrying up now to the line, but the coaching staff, Adam Jack, says, let's take a timeout here and settle this thing down with 20 seconds left and hit reset on this one. So big thank you to everybody tuned in here tonight, folks from up north, northern part of District 9, tuning us in. We appreciate having you along here. Of course, tonight we're joined by a couple of our friends from the Sports Fan Base Network, SFBN, based out in eastern Pennsylvania. We appreciate the work of our producer tonight, Kevin Conley, making the long trip across the state. He used the northern route. He didn't go Turnpike and up. He decided to go up and then across Interstate 80, but he got to see a lot of scenic stuff along the way, which included trees. And then he saw another tree, and then he just saw more trees along the way. That's it. But he's doing a wonderful job. We appreciate his work over there on the production side of things. And, of course, Prince Brooks working with SFBN. That's a local guy from the Clarion area and a guy that you know well. But appreciate the work of Prince out there on the camera tonight as well. Bringing in the guys from SFBN this evening so we could carry 2 different games this evening. Much of our normal crew over at Red Bank Valley for that Red Bank Port game. 2nd down and 2 after the 8-yard pickup. Lent, we flushed out. Thought about running, doesn't. Holds himself before the line of scrimmage. Flag comes in as that pass is caught along the sideline. Didn't actually see an official indication of the catch or not, but the pass was complete to Ogden.
Be a lineman downfield.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to guess that's what the call is. Yeah.
Took way too long to develop. I mean, that's what you would expect in that situation.
I think at a point where he got around there, they expected him to just run the ball at that point.
So did I.
His offensive line, but
he tiptoed along that line of scrimmage. If you noticed when he came up there, he just rolled right along it and was able to keep his balance and found Ogden. But whether he caught it or not, foot was on the line or wasn't on the line, doesn't matter because the penalty marches him back 5. 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 20-yard line. Need to get to the 28, 29-yard line for the first down. More importantly, though, 13 ticks left on the first half clock. Union AC Valley wants a timeout. So Union AC Valley takes this timeout. Coming up in the Carrier Insurance halftime show, we have the Laurel Eye Clinic statistics. Zocker Motors scoreboard is on the way as well, along with Gatesman's Auto Body scoring summary. And Kale's Kitchens will get coaches' keys to the second half. Those are all on the way as part of the Carrier Insurance halftime show.
Again, this is a good timeout. I think he wants to possibly adjust his defense a little bit to play a little bit softer, get his linebackers back. I mean, it's, with 13 seconds, and I didn't realistically see any long kicks or extra point kickers or field goal kickers, but even if they do catch the ball, they don't want anything to be a cheap score at this point because they've played such great defense.
That is Union AC Valley's final timeout. Zocker Motors scoreboard, let's update that for you. How about Red Bank Valley making their way back in the second quarter? They are now leading 15-14. Port Allegheny had a 14-0 lead. I don't think either of us are surprised to see Red Bank Valley fighting their way back in to that one and taking that lead. Karn City now up 28-0 over Central Clarion. A score you're going to love. Ridgeway 3, Brookville 0, halftime score. That is a Larry Weiser score right there, one that you have to love.
They're playing
Lent.
Lent's
under some pressure. That was Card that was the first one to make contact with him, and Lent just simply has to tuck it and run. And he's pushed out of bounds, so the clock stops at 7 seconds. 3rd down and 4 for Smethport at the 25-yard line.
Union AC elected to keep the pressure on them.
Mm-hmm.
And with 7 seconds, I would expect this is going to be possibly the last play.
Yeah.
See?
Near side receiver is Ogden. Top of your screen, you'll see McKean. Pelchy and Mason in the backfield. Give is to Mason. Has a lead block, pulling guard over to that near side. Mason has the first down, which will momentarily stop the clock. With 0.7 of a second left in the first half, Mason picks up 4. And Smethport says we're good. Head into the half, down 7-0. Union AC Valley will get the football first to start the second half. Coming up in the Carrier Insurance halftime show, we have your Laurel Eye Clinic statistics, Zocker Motor scoreboard update. We just had that for you, but we'll get you another one late in our halftime show. Gatesman Auto Body scoring summary. That's going to be a quick one. Not a whole lot to summarize for you on that one. And then the coaches' keys to the second half are all on the way, brought to you by Kale's Kitchens as well. 7-0 Union AC Valley leads here at halftime. District 9 Class A Semifinals. You've got it right here on SFBN and exploreClarion.com.
Red Bank Chevrolet, the area's #1 Chevrolet dealer and Clarion County's truck headquarters. So if you're in the market for a new or used Chevrolet car, truck, or SUV, go to Red Bank Chevrolet, 500 Broad Street in New Bethlehem, or online redbankchevrolet.com. Skilled staff at Red Bank Chevrolet is ready to meet all of your automotive needs. If we don't see you today, we'll see you at Red Bank.
Hi, my name is Jason, and welcome to Sweet Basil. Come on in.
Located in Parker, Emlenton, and Clarion, UFP Parker LLC is currently hiring for several skill levels, including general labor, assembler, and forklift operators. For more information, visit ufpi.com/careers.
One of the biggest risks to your future could be running out of money during a longer than expected retirement. Many people have not yet taken the time to determine if they will have enough assets to last throughout retirement. Our Retirement Income Evaluator can help you develop a roadmap and actionable recommendations. To learn more, stop by our office located at 162 South 2nd Avenue in Clarion. Give us a call at 2223-9990 or visit JannyClarion.com. Janney Montgomery Scott, LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
West Park Rehab Physical Therapy, providing traditional physical therapy plus diagnostic testing to include EMG nerve conduction study and musculoskeletal ultrasounds.
Enjoy fabulous fine dining in a casual, elegant atmosphere at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg. take in the breathtaking view through the windowed walls, or dine on the patio overlooking the always changing Allegheny.
Best of luck in the playoffs to all our local football teams. From your one-stop car, truck, and SUV dealer, Clarion Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Visit us on Main Street in Clarion or start online at ClarionAuto.com.
Halftime here at Vaduna Stadium at Union High School, where Union AC Valley, the Falcon Knights, lead Smethport 7-0. Welcome into the Carrier Insurance Halftime Show, part of the Kerle Tire pregame show. Let's start off with our scoring summary as we have the 7-0 lead for Union AC Valley. Union AC Valley threatened at one point, fumbled the football away. A Mikey Card fumble was able to stop that drive, but the next time they saw the football, Union AC Valley was able to punch it in. It was a 5-yard touchdown run by Caden Rainey. And that's the Rainey touchdown run. Got a healthy dose of Dustin Camper on that one. Mikey Card was in the mix as well on the drive for Union AC Valley, but Dustin Camper punches it in. Rainey punches it in from 5 yards away. The Colton Murray PAT was good. 7-0 was the score at that time at the 3:59 mark of the second quarter, and that is where we are here at halftime. So the scoring summary brought to you by Gatesman Auto Body. Carrier Insurance Halftime Show. Let's take a look quickly at the Laurel Eye Clinic halftime statistics. Start off with Smethport here. Noah Lent, 8 carries, 22 yards on the ground. Ryan Pelch had the big 59-yard run that put them inside the red zone, the Dubrook red zone, but they were turned over on downs. Larry, you were talking about that drive in particular, that big runs, and they were picking up some chunk yardage there, Larry, and then went to the pass immediately once they got inside the 15-yard line.
I'm not trying to be a backseat driver, but I know that team has been a good running team, and I was kind of surprised when they got the ball down there where they got it, and which really what you would call 4-down territory. It was 4-down territory for them, but they threw 4 passes versus what I think, what we talked about, I think, early on in the beginning of the game is trying to make them one-dimensional. Well, right, Union AC has done that, especially right there.
Yeah.
They forced them to throw the ball 4 times.
But yeah, the Pelchi gets the big run on that drive, 59-yard run. He has 63 on 3 carries. Ryan Mason has a carry for 4 yards in this one. Through the air, Noah Lent is 4 of 12. He has a couple of interceptions, 34 yards total for him. His passes, 3 of them going to Alex Ogden for 26 yards total. Aiden McKean has 1 catch for 8 yards. That is the Smethport halftime statistics brought to you by Laurel Eye Clinic. Before we take a look at the Union AC Valley halftime stats, let's have a listen in to the Smethport Hubbard Marching Band. Smethport Hubbard Marching Band, part of the Carrier Insurance halftime show here at Adunis Stadium. 7-0 lead Union AC Valley over Smethport, District 9, Class A Semifinal here. Let's finish off the halftime statistics presented by Laurel Eye Clinic. Let's take a look at Union AC Valley. Mikey Card with 9 carries for 44 yards. Dawson Camper, 5 carries, 36 yards. Caden Rainey has 5 carries for 22 yards, does have a touchdown for the Falcon Knights. Chrisman has a couple of carries for 3 yards. Brody Dittman was sacked, has a loss of 3 yards on that one for Union AC Valley. Through the air, Brody Dittman, who started the game at quarterback for Union AC Valley, was 0 for 1. The one incomplete pass. Bailey Chrisman came in, did complete on that slant when they had the ball at the 3 yard. That was the big play of the scoring drive. Should have mentioned that on that scoring drive, the Rainey touchdown. Union AC Valley started that drive in their own 3 yard line after turning Smethport over on downs. The big play on that one was that quick hitter to Ryan Coop for the 55-yard pass. Chrisman, he's 2 of 4 through the air for 60 yards. Passes going to Ryan Cooper, the 55-yarder, and Skylar Roxbury, a 5-yard, that inside screen pass that he threw to him there. So those are your halftime statistics, brought to you by Laurel Eye Clinic. We'll step aside when we come back. It is our Zocker Motors scoreboard update. We'll get you all around District 9 playoffs, as well as the keys to the second half, brought to you by Kale's Kitchen. We'll get Coach Weiser's input on what he thinks needs to happen in what's going to be an exciting second half for sure, and a spot in the District 9 championship game on the line. 7-0 Union AC Valley leading here at the half. It is Kerle Tire High School football on SFBN and exploreClarion.com.
Zockrell Motor Truck Sales in Clarion is an International Diamond Ed certified service department. As one of only 276 such shops in all of North America, you can be sure that when your medium or heavy-duty truck needs service, the job will be done correctly at Zockrell Motors. Our work is guaranteed nationwide at any international truck dealer, and our parts and service prices can't be beaten. Our technicians are factory trained and factory certified. Don't trust a shop that just thinks that they can make repairs. Come to Zockrell Motors Diamond Ed Certified Service Department. If it's maintenance you need, click ZockrellMotors.com or call us for a quote on those jobs too. Our prices are great. Best of all, you know the repair is done right and it's guaranteed. Get your truck service work done at Zockrell Motor Truck Sales, 2 miles north of exit 64 Interstate 80 in Clarion.
Hey, Julie, nice deck. Did you get that at Tio Nesta Builder Supply?
It's Tio Nesta Builder Supply. And yes, Dave, I did.
Wonder if they sell siding and roofing at Tio Nesta Builder Supply.
It's Tio Nesta. And yes, Tio Nesta Builder Supply has that too. Come on, Dave. You've never been there? They have 2 showrooms for anything home improvement. Mom got a custom kitchen there. Bill down the street got the materials for his garage. They have this awesome website, www.tionestabuilders.us. You can buy online. They really have everything for the home.
Wow, I'm heading over to Tio Nesta. I know. Tio Nesta Builders.
Tio Nesta Builder Supply Home Improvement Center. Family owned and operated since 1958 with locations in Tio Nesta and Shippenville.
That sounds good. I'll check them out online at tionestabuilders.us.
Beverage Air, a leading manufacturer of refrigeration equipment for over 75 years, is currently hiring for immediate openings in our Brookville facility. For more information or to apply, visit beverageair.com/careers.
7-0 halftime lead, Union AC Valley over Smethport. It's the Carrier Insurance halftime show. Kerle Tire Playoff Football District 9 Class A Semifinal. We still have Coach Weiser's keys to the second half that we need to get to, brought to you by Kale's Kitchen. But before we get to that, let's have a listen in to the Union Marching Band. Union High School Marching Band under the direction of Miss Lisa Hummel. Coach Weiser over here, he was excited, closer to the heart. He loves Rush. I know that. All 3 songs by Rush. I mean, this is Coach Weiser's night. Folks, big fan of theirs. Multiple concerts of theirs.
Here's a little known fact. I was in high school band in high school.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, we talk about this all the time when we cover these games. When we put these broadcasts out, we always make it a point to make sure that at halftime those bands get highlighted. We have a lot of other stuff we have to do too, but we make sure they get highlighted because it's such an important. But that was one of the missing pieces last year with all of the COVID restrictions and regulations. Thankful we got a season in last year, but when you came to the games, the crowd was limited based on numbers. The marching bands usually weren't here because that would it would up the numbers, and so you wouldn't be allowed to have some of the parents here and so on. It was a different atmosphere. It was quiet, it was dead, everything was just off. But yeah, such a critical part of these high school football nights, the marching bands, and a great job by both Smethport and Union here at halftime. Go ahead.
I just want to add too that I was kind of fortunate to have some great band directors, Ron Allman and Chris Curry. They were our biggest fans.
Yep.
I mean, they were from pep rallies to game to stuff that they did at the game meant a lot to our players.
Carrier Insurance halftime show continues on here. Just about to wrap this one up. The teams are back on the field, getting stretched back out, warmed up. 7-0 lead Union AC Valley on a Caden Rainey touchdown run. PAT good by Murray. That was a 97-yard touchdown drive after an interception stopped Smethport inside their 10-yard line. Coach Weiser, Larry Weiser, joining me tonight. Kale's Kitchens, keys to the second half. So you got 24 minutes of game time between you and a District 9 championship game, which, by the way, it's 15-14 at half now, Red Bank Valley, so a good one going on at Red Bank Valley as well. So my question to you is quite simply, what do these two teams need to do to come away with a victory tonight?
Well, I'm going to take the same approach. Like their pregame speech, I'm going to give my halftime speech. The first thing I would be saying is the score 0-0. Whether I'm in AC Valley.
For both sides, right?
Yeah,
yep.
Both sides. I would then try to sit down if I'm on Smethport's side, try to correct some of the things that, we're providing so much of that pressure on Noah and so forth like that, and to maybe pick up some of the block and get him back into his where he really does well in running the ball. So if I'm on the opposite side with Union and AC Valley, I think you continue to do the things that you're doing right now. You stress the things that you're doing well, and that's running the ball. You're getting good block, and obviously you're talking from a defensive standpoint. Keep providing that pressure, keep getting to the football, and good things are going to happen to you all the time. So, obviously the special teams. We're going to start out here right now, finding out. If Smethport gets the ball deep, Union has the ball, and I think it's going to be important to from Union's perspective, if they can get off and get some yardage.
Sure. Here. Well, Larry, we talked a lot about this game throughout. Just a couple of historic District 9 programs. I mean, I've referenced it multiple times. We're here at Vidunas Stadium. That's Rich Vidunas, longtime football coach here at Union High School, dating all the way back, 1960s, and back before the days of any state playoffs or anything like that, but a lot of great football teams there. And, Smethport has their own history.
Well, I've got lessons from both of those historic coaches, Rich and Carl DeFilippi, and Rich, I got as a young defensive coordinator, he educated me here big time.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give them a lot of credit for I love those guys. The way they handled their kids, they were so disciplined, they loved them and so forth. And Carl, obviously, up in Smethport, they had the biggest winning streak. We were fortunate, 97, to catch them in mud up there.
Roxbury takes this kick. Man. Well, he looked like he might be able to reverse his field there and get to the edge, but he's stopped just past the 30-yard line on the kickoff from Pelshey. So Union AC Valley will start the second half with decent field position at the 33-yard line. That wraps up our Carrier Insurance halftime show. Let's take a quick look at the Zocker Motors scoreboard. Red Bank 15, Port 14 at halftime. The other A semifinal. Karnes City leading Central Clarion 28-0 in the third quarter. Rainey, deep motion. Card, nope. That's Dittman that keeps it. Dittman has 5 yards on the first down run. Second down and 5. I give him 4. Second down and 6 for Dittman.
That's almost the exact same play Smethport ran, kind of that zone read play where he kept the ball. He did a nice job keeping it in there, and then pulled it out the last moment, kept it.
Zocker Motors scoreboard continues here. Karnes City up big, 28-0 in the third quarter. 2A semifinal. Ridgeway 3, Brookville 0 at the half. Same motion from Rainey. This time they give to Card. They faked last time. They give this time, and he has near first down yardage. Guy on our sideline says it is because he stopped the clock. And it is. Without a doubt, it is a first down.
That's a great call. They come up and brought pressure in from that backside, and they ran away from it.
Well, okay, official on the near sideline stopped the clock. The White Hat said, hey, we got to keep this clock running. So it's going to be an official timeout. Hopefully haven't moved too much with the sticks there and still had the clip where it was. I don't see why it would have moved anywhere. And I'll try to get this thing out here and measure, maybe. Nope. You know what the issue was there, Larry? The down marker and one of the two sticks for the first down were stuck together. That's what it was. It's the actual down marker and one of the two sticks were stuck together. So before the sticks could move, we had to get them separated from each other. Camper.
Oh, look at this.
One
tackle.
One missed tackle. 2 missed tackles.
Yeah, it took maybe 4 to get him down.
Adamowski got him high. And Keegan Watson got him low. Camper is finally dropped after a pickup of 4 yards. A hard-fought 4. But you'll take him if you're a Falcon Knight fan.
It's a good time-consuming drive so far.
It's Dittman at quarterback. Quick pitch, Camper. Camper trying to outrun the defense. Camper has the first down. Breaks another tackle on his way to a first down. And a pickup of 8 yards for Dawson Camper. Camper now at 48 yards on 7 carries.
Nice move when he got out there. He got a nice inside fake like he was going to come up, just and sucked in that defense. We used to call that circling the field. You're pushing up. As the defense comes down, you break it back out the sidelines.
3 receivers come to the bottom of your screen. Camper motions. Rainey give, and he is dropped. Pressure up the middle. That was Travis Cooney.
Yeah, that was their little counter trade they run. They pull both the guard and the backside tackle. They read it well.
Rainey has the lone touchdown of the game, capping off the 97-yard touchdown drive in the second quarter.
Okay, this was a key defensive stop on first down. They got them in second and long here now.
Under 9.5 to play. Fake is to Card. Dittman's going to keep. Dittman doesn't have anywhere to go. He just kept, every time he tried to find more space, he just kept running into another white shirt somewhere.
I would describe that as a ping pong ball. Just bouncing back and forth there.
I'd give him a yard on that one for Dittman. So it brings up third down and 13.
Right. It'll be interesting to see what Smethport does there, whether they're going to bring pressure or they're going to play a little bit more subtle.
Dittman has Card to his right side.
Here comes their safety.
Mason knocks the ball away. It's loose. Union AC Valley Chalmers will fall on top of it to avoid too much damage on that one. Boy, that's a scoop and score type of location there if you're not careful. And great eyes, Coach, to find that one. Just Mason brought pressure. Let's take a look at that one again. Yeah, you could see Mason. I mean, Larry called it right before the play started along that left side, and I don't think he wasn't touched, was he?
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
Chrisman's going to have to punt this one away.
They're going to go for the block here. It came. Nice punt.
Mason was deep. They did keep the one guy deep, Mason, down there. Good punt. Goes out of bounds at the 21-yard line. So Smethport takes over. 4-minute drive for Union AC Valley. Took a little bit of clock there. Not too worried yet about working any type of clock.
I mean, I'd feel confident coming out after halftime. It'd been nice to get down and score, but you were able to move the ball and just, one play where it got you in second and long and forced you into doing some things you don't want to do. This is going to be a key drive for Smethport.
Smethport back to that formation that we've seen out of them, kind of the main one that we see out of the pistol.
Okay, here you go.
Fake? Yeah, he did fake. Lank kept that one. You've talked about that, and it's going to be a short gain, if any. No, actually a loss of a yard for Lank, but you've talked about that, his ability to just hold it in the gut.
And last moment pull it, and there's what we're talking about. I mean, what I watched in the games that he's played where he's had a wide open run, he'll break a big run out of that.
Second down and 11, clock under 7.5 to play in the Zockro Motors third quarter.
Okay, I mean, a first down win for Union. Now it forces them. It'll be interesting whether they decide to run or pass here now.
Mason offset to the right side. That's Pelshey behind him. They'd have a wing back on the right side. They're going to look to throw, and they go near side.
He's got
Single coverage there, and it's incomplete. He had him beat, as Coach Weiser said, but the pass falls incomplete, intended for Ogden over there. Had a step on Bowser, but it's all for naught for the Hubbers. Third down and 11.
He probably had him by 3 or 4 steps there, obviously, and
Hubbers third down and 11. need to get to the 32-yard line. They'll put a bunch formation off to the right side. Fake to Pelshi, keeps, does Lent. Not a whole lot of room for Lent. Stopped at the 23-yard line. Lent gets 3. 24 yards on 10 carries for the quarterback. But a 4th down and long and a punt situation.
That was a nice stop by Bailey there. Again, maintain his turf there.
Rainey deep. Lent's punt is low. Rainey does take it. That's an awkward hop, but Rainey is able to secure it. Rainey is knocked out of bounds. He's shoved out of bounds by Travis Cooney. Near midfield.
He broke 2 tackles there. That was.
But you know, that willingness to field that football. I mean, that's not an easy football to field when it's bouncing like that.
It could have been back at the 30. Yep. They could be starting back at the 20. He got 10 yards once he caught the ball.
Yeah, great hands.
That's important. And here we are starting out close to the 50. Here's this little counter coming back at counter tray.
Card gets the call. Card for a couple. Mikey Card now at 52 yards on 11 carries. You know, there's nothing that's just shocking and standing out when it comes to any particular individual statistics, although this Union AC Valley team now with 110 yards on the ground so far in the game total. 24, 30 times. They've run the ball 30 times, thrown the ball 5 times is the play distribution here for Union AC Valley. Make it 6 times through the air. That pass is complete to Cooper. Dittman finds Cooper. Cooper's able to fall forward and picks up 6 yards.
Well, it's going to be a really manageable 3rd down right here.
Second catch of the game for Ryan Cooper.
It's a good time to call on Mr. 7 here, Mr. King.
You think so, huh?
I think so.
Well, he's out there.
And 20 wouldn't be bad either. Nice to have those 2 guys in the backfield.
Can't go wrong either way. But they'll motion Rainey.
And they may bring Rainey.
There was movement. Flags fly. I think that's going to go on the defensive side.
That's another good way to get 5.
Oh, great addition here at Union High School. Didn't even notice that until right now, but the wireless microphone down there on the referee. Mr. Dover Spike down there, I believe, is our white hat this evening. Officiating crew doing a fine job here tonight. Really have kept things moving. Called what they need to call. Don't call anything else. And he's mic'd up down there. So the penalty gives them an Allegheny Gorilla Foxburg 1st down. The Falcon Knights have a new set of downs. Camper gets the call. Camper up the middle. Camper near 1st down yardage. I think he has it. It is a 10-yard pickup for Dawson Camper. Puts him over 50 yards. He's at 58 now on 8 carries. And the Falcon Knights find their way inside the Smethport 30.
Good off-tackle play. Fullback lead on that.
This motion that you're seeing out of Union AC Valley, this team has not moved pre-snap very often this season. This is a new wrinkle that you're seeing this week out of Union AC Valley. It's just that extra piece of the puzzle as to where bodies are going prior to the snap. Rainey on the carry this time.
Smethport wants to play a lot of man, so they're, whether or not they're giving it to him, they're sometimes getting caught up in traffic, but the linebackers coming across, they're trying to stay with them. And a lot of times, I play a lot of man. You want to try to bump your DBs and not get him picked off coming across there.
Under 4 to play in the Zoccaro Motors 3rd quarter. This time Camper goes in motion, but they counter back with Card, and Card has all the room in the world. Touchdown, Mikey Card.
Wait till you see the block that set this up. Wait till you see the block that set this touchdown up.
A 25-yard run by Mikey Card. UFP of Parker replay. The motion goes left side. Card gets the call, and wow. When your guy ends up on his back, That's a pretty darn good block, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Touchdown, Union AC Valley. The Falcon Knights lead 13-0 on the 25-yard touchdown run.
We call that a pancake block.
Murray's kick is good. Colton Murray makes it 14-0. Union AC Valley with the lead. 3:40 to play in the Zocker Motors third quarter. This is Kerle Tire High School football on SFBN and exploreClarion.com.
Clarion Forest VNA believes the emotional and physical well-being of a patient is enhanced by the patient receiving care in the familiar surroundings of home. Their staff of caring professionals work closely with physicians to administer quality care to meet the needs of each individual. As a pioneer in home health care in Clarion and Forest County, Clarion Forest VNA continue to grow to meet the community's need for in-home care, offering many different services and programs to meet the patient's need. Clarion Forest VNA, located at 271 Perkins Road in Clarion. Call us toll-free at 1-800-262-2118.
Back here at Union High School, where Mikey Card's 25-yard touchdown run gives Union AC Valley a 14-0 lead. Let's watch that play again. UFPA Parker replay. And what a block there on that near side. You and I could have walked that one in for a touchdown on that one. 14-0 is the score, but here we go. Mason has some room. No, he doesn't. How did that close up so quickly? That was Dawson Camper. It's how that closed up so quickly. I thought he had the corner on that one. That would have been a big answer, but no go for the Hubbers. 1st and 10 at the 32. A 25-yard touchdown run. Yeah, already starting the discussion here. Of course, a long way to go to finish this game off if you're a Falcon Knight fan, but 3:33 in the third quarter. Got to start thinking about that Hager Paving player of the game. And Dustin Camper's got to be in the mix on that one. He's just kind of been everywhere tonight. It's one of those nights for him. Chrisman with some pressure. Chrisman is part of the stop as he's able to drop him. I think Murray was in there as well on the interior of the line. So Lentis dropped for a loss of a yard.
We talked at the very beginning of this game trying to make Smethport one-dimensional or vice versa the other way. And Union AC Valley's defense has succeeded this with a score.
Well, but a couple of missed opportunities for the Smethport team, too.
No
I mean,
question.
you think back to the last possession and that pass where Bowser was beat. I mean, they had him, but Ogden was then able to bring the ball in. 2nd down and 11. Lent fakes to Belchi. He keeps, and he has a ton of room. 1st down and more. He's into Union AC Valley territory, and that's the big play that Smethport needed to get things moving again. A 25-yard pickup for Noah Lent and an Allegheny Gorilla Foxburg 1st down. Let's take a look at that one again. And again, it's just that extra motion, the fake handoff to Pelchi, trying to go to the left side, as we see here. And then that opens up quite a bit of the defense flowing that way. And Lent gets it into Union AC Valley territory. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Lent just a straight keep. Yeah. Pick up a 5. He's now to 53 yards on 13 carries, is the quarterback Noah Lent. Clock nears the 2-minute mark in the Zocker Motors third quarter. 14-0 Union AC Valley lead.
For young quarterbacks, I'll tell you what, I mean, you look at this guy. I mean, he is probably one of the better quarterbacks I've seen over the years, fake carrying out his fakes.
Mm-hmm. Need to get near the white of the 35-yard line to pick up that 1st down. You can see the sticks on your screen. 2nd down and 5. There's a wing offset now on the left side. Pelchi gets the ball. Not much room as he picks up a yard. Colton Murray on the stop along with Bailey Chrisman. 3rd down and 4 after the 1-yard pickup for Ryan Pelchi. Just his 4th carry of the game. About the distribution that we expected too. This is kind of what the numbers have looked like all season for Smethport. 13 carries for Lent, 4 for Pelche, 1 for Mason so far tonight.
You're just not seeing the yardage that you've been seeing.
No. 3rd and 4. Big 3rd down. 4-down territory here, Coach?
I would think so.
I would think so, too.
Score.
Under a minute to play now, too, in the 3rd quarter as well.
Here comes a blitz. Rainey's coming.
Up the middle. Looking to throw. Chrisman knocks it down, incomplete. Bailey Chrisman just stood there. He just waited to see what Lent was going to do, and then the big arms are able to get in the way.
What is he, 6'4"?
Yeah, I think that's right, yeah.
Bailey.
6'5", 208 is what he's listed as on the roster, Coach.
Tough guy to throw over.
3 interceptions tonight for Noah Lent. That incomplete pass sets up a 4th down and 4.
They're lining up in a punt formation,
And Union AC Valley stays in a base defense here, right? And
they didn't put anybody back.
No. And why would you? Timeout taken by Smethport. Let's take a quick one as well. 36 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. 4th down, 14-0 lead Union AC Valley. You're watching Kerle Tire Playoff Football on SFBN and exploreClarion.com.
Our community needs its local businesses. Let's put unity back into the community. Let's all unite to support local business. Butler Health System, proudly standing with our local businesses. Your choice matters. When the time comes, choose local. Let's all unite to support them and the other local businesses in your community. It's important because when local businesses thrive, communities thrive.
A 4th down and 4 for the Hubbers in Union AC Valley territory just inside the 40-yard line. First timeout taken of the 2nd half for Smethport. Reconsidering maybe? They came out in punt formation, Coach. Do you reconsider this? Do you think they're going to... It looks like they're going to go here, and I think that's the right move. I mean,
I think maybe they were going to try to run a fake punt out of it.
Sure.
I'd still be careful they don't draw them off sides here because it's 4th, less than 5.
Lent has a single back in the backfield beside him. That's Pelche.
He did stagger Caden. They ran a counter trade to him. He's going to pick up.
Breaks a tackle and picks up the 1st down.
Yeah.
That's what you ask. In that situation, you know you're going to have to break a tackle somewhere in the middle of the line, and that's exactly what Lent was able to do. That's a big 1st down. That's the right decision. You got to go for it there. You're at the point where there are 12 minutes and 30 seconds left potentially in your season. And so you have to make that play. You have to get that 1st down.
Well, that was Cooney and Zuba that opened up that hole. Primarily Cooney's block on lead block on that.
So a fresh set of downs, and Allegheny Grill of Foxburg 1st down for the Hubbers. Back to the 2 backs. Sidecar on both sides.
Rainey again.
Give to Mason. Mason is corralled and brought down. Dawson Camper, there he is, the sophomore again. Drops him for a loss of 3. Mason's just his 2nd carry of the game, and that should do it for this Zochro Motors 3rd quarter of play. We'll get a Zochro Motors scoreboard update when we come back from this quarter break. 3 in the books here at Vidunas Stadium at Union High School, and it's Union AC Valley 14, Smethport 0. A spot in the District 9 championship game is 12 minutes away, and you're watching it here. Kerle Tire High School Football on SFBN and exploreClarion.com.
Clarion Forest VNA believes the emotional and physical well-being of a patient is enhanced by the patient receiving care in the familiar surroundings of home. Their staff of caring professionals work closely with physicians to administer quality care to meet the needs of each individual. As a pioneer in home health care in Clarion and Forest County, Clarion Forest VNA continue to grow to meet the community's need for in-home care, offering many different services and programs to meet the patient's need. Clarion Forest VNA, located at 271 Perkins Road in Clarion. Call us toll-free at 1-800-262-2118.
Union AC Valley with a 14-0 lead as we start the Clarion County Community Bank fourth quarter. Smethport football, 2nd down and 14.
We talk about the importance of winning first down, and Union AC won that battle again on first down, putting Smethport in a 2nd and long, making them a little bit more predictable in what they are going to have to do.
Lent has Pelche and Mason to his two sides.
Looks like Rainey maybe.
He's going to look to throw. Lost his footing a bit. He's able to get in. He has a receiver. It is caught. Ogden touchdown. Lost his footing. Ogden still able to find some space, and the 35-yard touchdown pass gets Smethport right back in this one on the first play of the fourth quarter. Let's take a look at that one again. You see him lose his footing there. He got by 2 different defenders. They bit on the early fake, and that's going to be enough to get the score. 35-yard touchdown pass. Nothing crazy there, just a quick pump fake to be able to draw them.
It was. I think they had 2 guys back there. It's just a matter of it. They've gotten behind him a few times. That time he was able to throw a pretty good pass, and they caught the ball. They are going for 2.
Yep, so that makes this a bit more interesting here. Looking for the middle blitz to the far side flat. That is caught. The tight end at the top of your screen. Brandon Higley is able to haul that one in the all-important 2-point conversion, and now just a 6-point game. 9 seconds in to the fourth quarter. Clarion County Community Bank fourth quarter, we'll keep it here. It's waiting kickoff. Quick update, Zocro Motors scoreboard in the third quarter. Red Bank Valley 22, Port Allegheny 14 is the third quarter score there. In the fourth quarter in the 2A semifinals, Karn City 34, Central Clarion 7. Ridgeway leads Brookville 12-0 in the third quarter. That's also one of the 2A semifinals tonight. And Bedford up on Clearfield 27-12. That is at the end of quarter 3 in a Class 3A sub-regional down at Bedford. Here at Union, it's 14-8, Union AC Valley with the lead. The big 35-yard touchdown pass.
Big play. What's Mike Tom call that? Splash. See how it changed. I mean, Union AC Valley right now, the wipers are going to be pretty important.
Yep.
Get back to doing what you do well. Little onside kick here.
That's going to make its way out of bounds. Aiden McKean is trying to track that one down. Just a bit too far for him, so. Lent to Ogden for the 35-yard touchdown pass. 11:51 in the fourth quarter, the first play of the fourth quarter. Lent to Higbee, makes it 14-8. And that was just the official indicating the kick went out of bounds. So 45-yard line is where Union AC Valley will start this drive. Chrisman back in at quarterback.
Here we talk about field position. Statistically, it's about a 1 in 8, probably about a 1 in 6 chance of them going down and scoring.
Camper trying to shake the tackle, and he is wrapped up. It's just kind of a fight for his life there by Ryan Mason. He was able to hold on, and he actually brought him down himself. Did Mason.
No gain. That's a win for the Smethport D here.
Roxbury is at the top of your screen. Motion is Camper. Chrisman keeps. Chrisman tripped up.
Again.
And that is Travis Cooney, who we've
wrecking
called quite a
ball.
bit. Yeah, you called it early in the game, the wrecking ball. No gain for Chrisman. And now a 3rd down and 9 for Union AC Valley.
One pass play changes the whole momentum here.
Yep.
That's why I love this game.
Rainey and Camper also at the top of your screen there. Chrisman's going to roll to that side, and that pass is incomplete. The pressure again coming from Travis Cooney. Boy, he was breathing right down Chrisman's neck. The pass is incomplete, intended out there for Roxbury, and it is 4th down in a punt situation for the Union AC Valley Falcon Knights. If you're a Hubbers fan, can you draw it up any better? I mean, a couple of big plays on the last drive, including the touchdown pass. Get on the board, you get the 2-point conversion, only a 6-point game. You're kind of in the driver's seat if you score here, puts you in a great position to maybe take a lead, and then you get a 3-and-out. That's a big-time scenario change here.
They're coming
in this
at it again.
game. Chrisman gets the kick away. It's a high one. It's taken by Mason.
Whoa.
Inside his own 20-yard line. He takes a couple of tackles, and he's finally dropped at the 25-yard line. So that leg of Bailey Chrisman is a big part. We've seen Lent, too. I mean, the field position change that you can get by being able to boot the ball the way that they do, that's a big-time punt out of Bailey Chrisman. It was from midfield, but you're still able to push somewhat deep in the field position there. Good work by Mason to field that football, pick up 10, put yourself not in the shadow of your own goalpost.
There's the importance of special teams. Change the field position.
Yep.
I mean, they're inside the 30 now, and we talked about it. It's like a 1 in 30 chance the mathematicians have come up with of them going down and scoring here. So
that is Pelshey beside Lent. Pelshey's going to lead the way for Lent. Lent keeps the legs moving and picks up 2. Up the gut. Creeping toward the 30-yard line.
Solid play from Union AC defense right there.
So now the clock becomes a bit interesting, too. I mean, we've seen some chunk plays, splash plays, as you mentioned.
Chunk, yeah.
We've seen some of those chunk plays out of the Smethport team, but this is a team that likes to move the ball down the field with a little bit of time as well. And so the opportunity to tie or take the lead with this possession for Smethport, keep an eye on that clock that's at the bottom of your screen. Pelshey gets the call this time. He's past the 30-yard line up the middle. Gain of 3. 3rd down and 5.
I mean, this 3rd and short, obviously, for you football fans out there, provides an opportunity to they could either run or throw the ball. It's not a, if it was 3rd and long, then, or even 2nd and long, the percentages are they're probably going to throw the ball or screen. And the other aspect of this, too, you're going to get that defensive coordinator yelling out, watch yourself, don't get pulled offside, so that takes away a little bit of the aggressiveness on defense, too.
Closer to a 3rd down and 4 for Smethport. Lent goes under center this time, Larry.
And they're in a 9. Here comes a blitz. He's going to throw the ball. Little hitch.
It's complete. I got to make an open field tackle, does Union AC Valley, and they do. Complete to Ogden. Cooper is able to drop him, but not before the 1st down completion, a pickup of 10.
Nice play action there. I've not seen them run into what films I've watched. I've not seen them run that formation.
Yeah, just the standard eye under center. Yep.
Yeah, not a quarterback sneak or something like that. But.
Yeah, I know a possession in their quarterfinal game against Kerwinsville where we saw Neff come in and take some snaps under center. They went into that power eye
right
in that case, but, well, we're into that power eye now. A fresh set of downs, Allegheny Grill, Foxbrook 1st down.
And unbalanced. And they come back to this side.
Mason gets the carry. Mason, 3-yard gain. Mason's 3rd carry of the game, just 4 yards for him. Great to have all you folks along with us on our YouTube channel, Explore Clarion. You can also tune in Red Bank Valley and Port Allegheny. I don't know why you would change from our game, 14-8, nearing the 8-minute mark of the Clarion County Community Bank 4th quarter. But if you want to jump back and forth, that one's also available. If you want to find that one, we got you covered here on Explore Clarion. Big thanks to the SFBN folks for joining us for this one. Big hole for Lent. No, it's not. No, it is not. The big hole for Lent there. As Carter Terwent is able to hold on for dear life. He's able to get a piece of the jersey of Lent. Lent might still be running. Honestly, I mean, if he doesn't get a piece there.
Carter's he's been a pretty good football player for that team.
Yep.
And let me use the term. He's a stud. He's 225 pounds.
Your eyes
man.
gravitate to him out on the football field there at that middle linebacker position. 3rd down and 4. Need to get into the Union AC Valley territory at the 48-yard line.
He tried to pull him.
Mason Camper from that defensive end spot drops him for a loss. Dawson Camper once again trying to get to the outside. Mason can't because of Dawson Camper. It's a loss of 4 yards. And a 4th down and long. They're going to punt this football away, or at least they're lining up to punt this football away from their own 45-yard line. Rainey deep to receive. He does kick it away. Rainey lets it bounce as it bounces over along the sideline and rolls out of bounds before getting to the 20-yard line. Union AC Valley football at the 23-yard line. Coach, 6:32 to play in this Clarion County Community Bank 4th quarter. You're up by 6 points. You're the play caller. Where is your mind right now?
Win on first down here.
Win on first down.
Win on first down. And I think I would try to do something come back off tackle on this. They've had some success there. And they're coming out in an open formation.
Single back in the backfield is Mikey Card.
Yeah, they're coming back into the side. They are coming. There he
is.
They
just motioned into it. Card near the first down marker. I don't think he has it. He's going to be a yard short. But is that a win on first down there, Coach?
That is a
Without
win
a doubt.
on first down. They need to string about 2 or 3 of these together here.
Are you at the point now where you're instructing your quarterback to take the time?
Yes.
Do you already start doing that at the 6:03 mark now? We're nearing the 6-minute mark.
He should be looking at that official when he puts his hands up. This is where the 25-second clock would have come in handy.
It's a lot easier. You know exactly what you have. Rainey coming in motion. Card going, it's the exact same thing, just going the other direction, and I don't think he got the first down there.
No.
He stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I'm suspecting we might get a dose of Mr. 7.
Where's it going to go? That's my question.
Yeah.
Where are you going with them? It's 3rd down and short. I mean, that's a yard. The down marker isn't always right where it's supposed to be. That might be only a half of a yard. It's there. Probably a full yard just from the angle that we're looking at it here. So where's Camper? I think he's the deep back in the backfield.
Coming out, and well, they went quarterback sneak out of this.
And they got it.
Yeah.
Had to have gotten it, right? They did. First down. Allegheny Gorilla Foxburg, first down for Union AC Valley.
I would have thought he would have done it and under center, but
we near the 6-minute mark in the 4th quarter. Roxbury checks out of the game. A fresh set of downs for Union AC Valley at their own 35-yard line. I think I said 6-minute mark. We're actually at the 5-minute mark, 4:47. Flag comes in, a pre-snap penalty. He looked back to the Union sideline, AC Valley sideline. So I'm curious what the call is here. An offensive offside. One of the linemen was lined up in the neutral zone.
That's a costly
That's a loss
penalty
on
there.
first down.
Yeah.
Although it's still first down, that's a loss on first down. I think the clock should still be running here. on this one, but it's not. So
It's
the clock
not, no.
stays put there. Clock is stopped at 4:43. First down and 15.
Toss.
There's Camper, tries to get to the outside. Tripped up. That's that first tackle that they have to get.
Yeah.
They have to get that first tackle, and they do. Lent was a part of that stop, a pickup of 5 for Camper, so you lost on first down, right? I mean, it's a pickup of 5 yards, but you lost the 5 yards, so you lost on first down in that situation. Clock is still rolling. Smethport does have 2 timeouts. Not going to use them just yet at the 4:14 mark in this situation.
This is where there's, if I'm Smethport, I'm still feeling they're going to run the ball. They're going to try to eat the clock up here. This might be a time you try to sneak one in on second down. A little play action here might get you something. Look how they're all within 5 yards here.
Yep. Camper has a couple.
Yeah.
To the 30, actually a little bit more than that. Stand correct, to give them 3.
4 yards, yeah.
68 yards now out of Dawson Camper on 11 carries. Third down and 6. Looking at that 45-yard line to get the first down here. Clock continues to roll, now down to 3:21 in this final quarter.
Again, safety's up. It looks like they're coming. Everybody's up within 5 yards here, so we'll see what happens here. Whatever he did, he's not going to get a lot of time to throw the ball unless they pick up this pressure coming. Here comes a blitz.
They'll bring
Hit
5,
the
6
pitch
guys.
outside.
Camper is dropped.
Yeah.
Camper, no gain. Timeout, Smethport. 2:58 to play.
61 or 67. 50. Okay. 51. Yeah.
Watson is a part of the stop there. So no gain for Dawson Camper on that run. It brings up a 4th down and 6. A punt situation at the 2:58 mark of quarter 4. A 6-point lead for Union AC Valley. The Falcon Knights trying to hold on and punch their ticket to a District 9 championship game. Do you send the house and try to get a piece of this one? I mean, they have all game. It's not like we haven't seen that all along.
Well, I expect them to bring some pressure here, and this will be important to get this punt off, obviously, and to cover it.
Couldn't ask for a better one tonight in the District 9 Class A Semifinal.
We just don't, from Union AC, they don't want one of the Steeler punts.
Yeah, that's right. It was a 35-yard touchdown pass from Noah Lent to Alex Ogden, and then Lent to Higby on the 2-point conversion. That was the first play of the 4th quarter after Union AC Valley had taken a 14-0 lead.
They're setting up a return here. They've changed their.
Chrisman looks toward the sideline, doesn't even get outside the numbers there.
Oh, he hit him right away.
He did. Wow, Terwent was right on top of that one. Good work by Mason. We'll credit Mason on that one, because with the contact that Terwent can put on you, holding on to that football there is not an easy task.
You got that.
So there should just be one timeout now left for Smethport. They took one in the 3rd quarter, I believe, and then the one that they just took to conserve some time after getting the stop on 3rd down. So one timeout for Smethport. Union AC Valley does have all 3 if that situation warrants, if any situation in this game warrants them needing that.
I mean, the key for Union AC is not, don't let anybody get behind. Let's not give them anything cheap here at this time. They're going to eat some clock if they're staying with their running game. They're going to throw. And he pump faked it here. They got decent coverage. It could be intercepted.
And there's a flag that comes flying in, and that is going to be a pass interference call almost certainly on that far sideline. I'm curious who they're going to get on that one. I know they don't share the number with us, but Dittman was in coverage. The safety was Roxbury coming across. Roxbury looked like he had a beat on that football and an opportunity to intercept that one. So
I couldn't see the contact. I from where I'm at. I thought obviously the safety made
The safety made a good play.
Yeah.
If there was contact, it must have been something coming from behind from, I think it was Dittman over there on the far sideline. That's not a spot foul like it is on Sunday afternoons. It's a 15-yard penalty, but either way, 15 yards is a pretty big chunk on that pass play. And so a new opportunity here. First down near midfield for Smethport. They trail by 6. 2:43 remains. Single back is Pelche. Lent looks to throw. He's under pressure. He needs dropped.
Big sack.
Union AC Valley's Colton Murray, Landon Chalmers, a couple of AC Valley boys there making the stop. Lent will lose a few. Clock is going to roll here with just the one timeout. You don't want to take it if you're Smethport. Clock at 2:15. Second down and 14 for the Hubbers. 3 receivers there on the bottom of your screen. Mason's down there along with McKean. Higby, the tight end, out there as well.
Here.
Lent's going to keep.
Yep.
Lent is dropped short of the original line of scrimmage on this one. Third down. Third down and 11 after the pickup of 3. Obviously, Larry, any play calling that's happening here is 4-down play calling.
Absolutely.
So you're not thinking 1 play, 11 yards. You're thinking 2 plays, 11 yards. But you also got to be thinking 51 yards in a minute 34 on the game clock and 1 timeout. A lot of different things having to be processed in this situation if you're the Hubbers.
They're coming right here.
Single receiver on this side at the bottom of your screen is Aiden McKean. Keep an eye there. Lone back in the backfield is Pelche. Lent is going to look left. He's under pressure. Chrisman can't get him. Chalmers trying to track him down. That pass is picked off. Camper. Camper has the pick on the far sideline. Union AC Valley takes over with 1:07 to play. Just 1 timeout for the Smethport Hubbers. That should do it for the Falcon Knights. The tickets should be punched to the District 9 championship game. The sophomore Dawson Camper. Let's take a look at it again. Chrisman flushes them out of the pocket. Chalmers is there, and look at Camper just kind of trailing along. He knew that he wasn't going to have anywhere to go besides right to that flat, and Dawson Camper makes the big play for Union AC Valley. The Falcon Knights go into victory formation, and Union AC Valley, towns of Foxburg, Emlenton, Parker, Rimersburg, Sligo, don't make any plans for next weekend. You got a chance to watch this team in a District 9 championship game. Knee number 1 for Bailey Chrisman.
I'll tell you what, this kid's been all over the field all day. I mean, obviously a key interception there at the end of the game here. What a way to end this game today. And this game has been everything that we talked about at the beginning. It's been an exciting football game to watch. You know, for those of you who like the 59 to whatever scores, I love defense. And both these teams played some great defense here tonight.
Smethport still has a timeout in pocket. It doesn't look like they're going to take it. The Union AC Valley coaching staff saying, hold up a second, but it looks like everybody's willing to shake hands and finish this one off. What a game. Union AC Valley comes up with the one big play at the biggest moment, and it's the sophomore, Dawson Camper, who gets the interception with under 2 to play. Union AC Valley, the Falcon Knights, on to the District 9 championship game next weekend. Your final score, it is Falcon Knights 14, Smethport 8. Coming up, we'll take a look at our post-game show. Name our Hager Paving Player of the Game. That's going to be an easy one. I don't think we have any question there on that one. First United National Bank post-game show is on the way. We take a look at the Zocker Motor scoreboard, lets you know how the other games are going on in District 9 tonight. Final stat recap is coming up as well. Scoring summary from the second half, too. Name that Hager Paving Player of the Game. And then a look ahead to next week. And what a week it's going to be. We'll take a look at that Zocker Motor scoreboard, too, and see if maybe we get ourselves a Union AC Valley Red Bag, an old-time KSAC, all District 9 championship game. So it's going to be a lot of fun in our Fun Bank post-game show. Union AC Valley on to the championship game, 14-8 victory over Smethport tonight, and you've got it right here on SFBN at exploreClarion.com.
We haven't got it yet. Red Bank's winning right now.
Dubrook, a proud member of the M&B Group, is the right choice for your next concrete project. Specializing in decorative concrete products, precast concrete products, gravel and stone delivery, Dubrook has what you need to complete your residential or commercial project. With locations in Clarion, DuBois, St. Mary's, Butler, and Evans City, Dubrook is ready to offer their professional help as your ready-mix supplier. Call 1-844-DUBROOK today.
We're here, making it safer to save today. As we all adjust to the new normal, shopping for furniture is a little different. That's why our team wears masks and goes the extra mile while delivering in your home. It's why our website is so informative, enabling you to buy online or by phone. That's why we limit shoppers and offer special hours for our at-risk neighbors, first responders, and healthcare professionals. Your waiting is over. Let us help you save safely today.
Locally owned and operated, Hager Paving of Strattonville provides a range of services: hot mix asphalt, cold patch asphalt, tar and chipping, and seal coating. Hager Paving's reputation in business is based on customer service, referrals, and your satisfaction. Serving residential, commercial, industrial, and local municipalities throughout Western Pennsylvania, exceptional service, exceptional quality. That's Hager Paving of Strattonville. Call 814-764-5080. That's 814-764-5080.
Well, the combined program of Union and AC Valley, now with a handful of years under its belt, has finally punched its ticket to a District 9 championship game. The Falcon Knights moving on with a 14-8 victory over the Smethport Hubbers. Welcome in to the First United National Bank postgame show. Dustin Kifer and Larry Weiser with you. So glad you joined us for this one, folks. What a great football game from Vidunas Stadium here at Union High School. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of this postgame show, do want to run through the Zockerl Motors scoreboard update here. The other Class A semifinal over in New Bethlehem tonight. Red Bank Valley leading Port Allegheny 35-14. That is in the fourth quarter, so it's looking like an all old-time KSAC District 9 Class A championship game. Union, AC Valley, and Red Bank will likely be locking horns next weekend. That should be a fun one. I can guarantee you we're going to be there. No doubt about it. We're going to be, and we're putting Larry Weiser on the sideline with a microphone, and he's going to be down there for us. So, again, Union AC Valley here tonight, 14-8. Red Bank 35-14 in the fourth quarter. Another final in the 2A semifinals, Karn City 35-7 over Central Clarion. In the fourth quarter, Ridgeway in control over Brookville 19-0, and Bedford all over Clearfield in the fourth quarter. That's a 3A sub-regional happening there at Bedford. 54-12 is the score in the fourth quarter. Bedford with a big lead over Clearfield. So it's looking like Karn City Ridgeway in a District 9 2A championship next weekend, and Red Bank Valley and Union AC Valley in the District 9 Class A championship next week. And again, that's your Zockerl Motors scoreboard update here in the First United National Bank halftime show. As we recap this football game here, Larry, I think the best way to do that is to look back. We're going to get to the scoring summary. We'll get to the stats. But I think the best thing to do is to look back to your pregame keys to victory. Well, and for Union, they did them. Like, your keys to victory, they made them happen.
We could write down and you check off the list here. We talked number one, winning on first down, and they did that quite a bit tonight. I don't know what the final percentage was,
right?
But I can only remember, one big run where he had 8 or 9 yards. but it was always kind of like it was first and whatever, first and 10 or second and 10 and so forth. The turnover battle, we had 4 interceptions. Union AC won that. The line of scrimmage, I felt Union's line from an offensive defensive standpoint won the line of scrimmage. 4, maintaining focus. I mean, there was a big opportunity for Smethport to win when they got the ball down in the 10-yard line for Union to kind of lose their composure.
Yep.
But they did a great goal line stand down there. And then to turn around on the big pass play and that ended up, making the score a little bit closer and still holding their composure to that. So, and then obviously
that's the
field
one
decision.
That's the one that I think is the most important. I mean, you get the big pass play, you get them only down by 6, and then 3 and out. Yeah. Union AC Valley went 3 and out, gave the football right back to them, and started that drive. You remember first down, first play of the drive for Smethport was a pass interference call.
Yes.
Everything was pointing towards Smethport taking this down the field. I mean, really and truly, it just had that feeling of this game is swinging towards Smethport, and they're going to win this thing in the final 12 minutes. And it wasn't to be.
And then there was the key sack in the backfield.
Yep.
Right? And then obviously the final play, really what we would call the final play of the game,
yep.
Was the interception and so forth.
Speaking of that interception, why don't we take a look now at the scoring summary brought to you by Gatesman's Auto Body, and we'll start. It was 7-0 at the half. And at the 3:40 mark of the third quarter, Mikey Card with a 25-yard touchdown run. Here's a look at that run. This was the one where, the block along the right side there. What a pancake. That defender found his back. Mikey Card scores from 25 yards out. The Murray PAT was good. 14-0 was our score at that point. Smethport, first play of the fourth quarter. Here's a look at that one. As Lent found Ogden. Those two were finally able to connect, just couldn't get things going. Those two, a couple of missed opportunities. That time, the little corner route to the pylon, and Ogden is able to corral that one and score a touchdown for Smethport. Lent found Higbee, the tight end, for the 2-point conversion, 14-8 at that point. We already talked a bit about that final possession for Smethport. They got the ball at their own 35-yard line after Union AC Valley punt with around 3 minutes to play. Pass interference call on first down. The first play of that drive set up a fresh set of downs at midfield. Everything seemed to be pointing in Smethport's direction. And then on third down, here's the play of the game for Union AC Valley. Pressure by Chrisman. And then you had Chalmers tracking him down. Camper just kind of trailed and spied him the entire way over into that flat. And he threw it right to him. Camper was right there. Good hands by Camper. He's able to haul it in, gets himself out of bounds. And that turnover gave Union AC Valley the opportunity to just sit on the football and finish this one off. The folks celebrating out in the parking lot now as Union AC Valley punches their ticket to a District 9 championship game. That's Gatesman's Auto Body scoring summary. We're in the First United National Bank postgame show. Time to take a look at our final statistics for the night, brought to you by Laurel Eye Clinic. We'll start with the victorious Falcon Knights. 86 yards on the ground on 14 carries for Mikey Card, had a touchdown as well. 68 yards from Dawson Camper on 12 carries. 23 yards, 7 carries for Caden Rainey. Also had a score. Did Rainey in the first half. Bailey Chrisman, 5 yards on 4 carries. Dittman was the victim of a couple of sacks. Had a fumble there as well. Wasn't a fumble lost, but a fumbled snap, a ball that was loose, and so he ends up with -8 yards on the evening. Total there, 174 on the ground for Union AC Valley, with a total of 41 carries on the ground. 41 times on the ground, 174 yards. Through the air, they threw the ball just 7 times. Brody Dittman in the second half in the second quarter, completed on a 6-yard pass to Ryan Cooper. That was in the second half. So he was 1 of 2 for 6 yards. And Bailey Chrisman goes 2 of 5 in this one for 60 yards, including the big 55-yard pass to Ryan Cooper on their first scoring drive of the game. Roxbury, 1 catch, 5 yards. Ryan Cooper, 2 catches, 61 yards for the Falcon Knights. So just 7 times through the air, 41 times on the ground for Union AC Valley is your play distribution there. 174 on the ground and a total of 66 through the air. That's 240 yards of total offense for Union AC Valley. Taking a look at Smethport's side, Noah Lent just 62 yards on the ground. That's pretty notable, I think. 62 yards on 18 carries. He had a couple of big gainers. Actually, really just one big gain, the 25-yard run in the second half there. Other than that, they just could never get Lent going completely. The big play has been the staple for him. Some chunk yard plays, and it just wasn't there for them tonight. He ends with 62 yards on 18 carries, 67 yards out of Ryan Pelshey, 5 carries for him, and no yards total. Net was 0 for Ryan Mason, 4 carries out of him. So 27 total carries for a total of 129 yards for the Smethport Hubbers. Noah Lent in the air, 6 of 17 for 69 yards. We talked about it in the pregame show. His touchdown to interception ratio was
phenomenal.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, it was beautiful. Only 2 or 3 picks, I think, coming into this game. 4 interceptions here tonight. And, when you mention that type of thing, it feels like you're taking a shot at the quarterback in that situation. That's not the case. That's just the ability of this defense. They're a speed defense. They're a ball hawking defense. And able to read very well, as you saw with Campers. And so 6 of 17 for 69 yards and 79 yards, scratch that, and 4 interceptions for Noah Lent. So the totals look like this. 27 plays on the ground, 17 through the air, a total of 44 plays for the Smethport Hubbers, and totals up to 208 yards for the Hubbers. And hauling in some of those receptions, 5 receptions for Ogden, 71 yards for him, 1 catch for Aiden McKean for 8 yards there. That's your post-game stats brought to you by Laurel Eye Clinic. Looking ahead to next week, looks like it's going to be Red Bank Valley and Union AC Valley in the District 9 Class A Championship game. Also looks like we're going to have Ridgeway and Karn City in that Class 2A Championship game. You need to make sure you keep it locked to all the socials that we have. Explore Clarion, D9 Sports, the Facebook page, the websites, and we will let you know exactly where we're going to be. Hopefully we can get to both of them. If we can, we will get to both of those. If they put them on different days, we certainly can make it to both of those. But an exciting weekend coming up, District 9 Championships on the way next weekend. But before we wrap it up tonight in the Fun Bank post-game show, time to name our Hager Paving player of the game. You dropped this guy's name, Larry, in the third quarter there. You mentioned him. You said, I got to start thinking about this guy. He's my early leader. Then he comes through with a big play at the end. Who you got for the Hager Paving player of the game?
Well, I got number 7, Dustin Camper, and sophomore, 6'3", 207 pounds. I mean, he was all over the field defensively, and he come up with some big runs. I'd like to pass out a jersey to every defensive player out there.
Right.
But this kid just stood out, on both sides of the football today. He was impressive.
And the thing about Dawson there is that it was more than just that last play. I mean, there were a lot of other pieces there. He was a critical part of getting the offense flowing in that first half as well. He didn't end up with a score in the game, but he was a big part of them moving the ball down the field, even when they fumbled it away on one of their early drives. He was a critical piece of the puzzle offensively for this team. So Dawson Camper is our Hager Paving player of the game. You need to make sure you check out Explore Clarion, also D9Sports.com. Tonight, tomorrow morning, lots of great stuff from Mike Kilroy. Mike was here with us this evening covering this one, and so a lot of good content on the way on the websites on Explore Clarion and D9Sports.com, so make sure you check those out. Larry, it was a good time. I really enjoyed the opportunity to call the game with you tonight.
Thank you, Dustin. I'm impressed. I've never seen the complete operation of what you guys do up here, and it's impressive.
Well, speaking of that complete operation, do want to send a special thank you out to our camera guy, Prince Brooks, our producer, who still has a long time on the road tonight, coming from the eastern side of the state over here. The Sports Fan Base Network, great group of people to work with. The production quality that they bring and the people that they bring too is just phenomenal. And so we appreciate the work that they do. They are all over the place out that way. We're glad that we've been able to get in touch with them and bring them on board on various times when we need the extra help. But Kevin Conley, our producer here this evening, anything that's on that screen, the commercials, the replays, the scoreboard, every last bit of that's the hardest job, except for the fact that our camera guy's outside. It's the hardest job, that producer spot, because there are 17 things moving in 17 different directions. Kevin Conley, appreciate his work here this evening as well. That's going to wrap it up for us here from Viduna Stadium at Union High School. 14-8, Union AC Valley on their way to a District 9 championship game. For Prince, our cameraman, Kevin, our producer, and Larry Weiser, my broadcast partner, this is Dustin Kifer saying so long from Union High School. You've been watching Kerle Tire High School Football, Playoff Football on SFBN and exploreClarion.com. Have a great evening, everybody.